Need a panel replacement or even a safety check? We've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it, like that. Ask your phone, group chat, smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time, no waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. It is going to be a breezy Thursday for you. Those winds gusting out of the south, 30 to 40 miles an hour at times. But you combine that with the sunshine. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s by lunchtime before climbing into the 80s for everyone. We do have a severe weather risk returning for our Friday and our Saturday with all modes of severe weather possible and it bringing a big cool down as well. We're going to have the very latest on that in your Get Ready weather on your 4029 News. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
We are here. Ruscin and Zach. And against yours.
Yeah. We're all here together to serve in time. Commissary at Shawshank is what it is. Here we go.
Somebody called the sisters. Here we are at Ruscin and Zach. Coming to you over at ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell.
First
you're going a can of Coke over there today.
No, Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. Yeah. Oh, wow. Does it taste like Coke?
No.
Okay. Right.
First text out of the box is the NBI run Bill off. Bill?
Si, senor.
All right, Bill's
He's still here.
Still here.
He's still here. He's back for day 2. All right. Got Bill. Everybody's ready to go here.
Everybody.
877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. A very windy and warm day.
Yeah,
across the area.
Setting people's ring cameras off.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, those shadows.
You two, this is one of the nerdiest discussions I ever heard. was you two going back and forth about how the wind and shadows set off your ring camera.
They're very sensitive.
Why would you have one of these things?
I have like 5 of them. So,
excuse us.
I do. I have 5 of them. Yeah.
Got to protect the. Got to protect.
Well, you got to
the
protect the compound.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You got to be looking out for the compound. In addition to my staff, I have a Tony Montana-esque security system. So you got that.
You just combined Joe Montana and Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
Remember he had all the screens.
He was a political refugee from Cuba. Joe Montana is somebody completely different.
He's that guy that does the
movie of the weeks.
Well, he does that Memorial Day concert every year on PBS. That's what he does.
Yeah. We'll
him and Gary Sinise.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got 5 of them around the.
Bill, how many Ring cameras do you own?
I've got the one, in the front door.
You're like a normal person.
Yeah,
not
a normal person
protecting the compound.
Right. You got to protect the compound.
I'm out there raw dogging it. No Ring cameras. Come on.
You've got a Louisville Slugger as your security
that's
system.
Exactly right. I live in a lawless society.
Or no, you're like John Witherspoon. This is all I need. You win some, you lose some, but you live. Fight another day.
Now, Jamie is having a similar problem, but it's a trail cam. I guess those are just Ring cams that you put in the woods, right?
Sort of. Yeah. Remember, that's the one we saw where
you have 5 exterior doors.
No. They're not. They're not doors. One of them's inside, and the other ones are outside.
So it's not really a compound.
Well, he's got a.
You're embellishing a smidge.
You think? No. Why would I embellish here? On
the moat around your house doesn't deter them, and the drawbridge.
The drawbridge, it's stuck in the down position right now. We can't get it to go up, so we have to do some security measures there for that.
Abner suggesting we need a Ring camera for when Patricia drives by.
Wasn't it Nick Lindbergh that showed us the game camera of the bear climbing his deer feeder?
Okay,
up the ladder. Remember that?
Nick is actually in a foreign country right now, so we can talk about it.
Okay, right.
Yes, and he showed us other things on his Ring camera. Yes.
Right.
Skeeter, Bill, blink if you're being held against your will. Okay.
He is blinking.
He is being held against his will.
There's blinking happening.
Cool.
He's also decorated the booth in there with the. Now I don't know how you feel, Bill, but I like that Broncos logo better than the other one.
Acceptable Broncos logo.
1,000% when they go to the throwback.
Yeah. The Orange Crush.
100% they need to go back to that.
I never wanted to be old enough where the uniform that I like is considered a throwback.
Right. Yeah, that's
how
it is.
Now, I mean, you had to wait until Joe Montana retired to get your Super Bowl titles. That's cool.
Wow.
Well,
you did. There.
You did.
Wow.
I mean, that's factual. I mean, we deal in facts around here occasionally. You had to wait till Montana left.
Wow.
Okay.
And you had to beat Chris Chandler.
And he's really going for it here.
And Cam Newton.
Brett Favre.
Fabra. Yeah.
At Qualcomm.
Yeah.
That was a Super Bowl we watched.
Super Bowl.
We watched the next day in class on tape.
That was a good.
They were the biggest Super Bowl underdogs to turn right around and win that sucker.
That was good. That was a good game.
Thank you for not saying it.
Thank you.
They've been the shortest run ever. A day and part of a segment.
He also brought us a towel from the Rockies. This was 2007.
That was from the game that I went to the game against San Diego, the playoff game where Matt Holliday to this day has still not touched home plate. I was in the rock pile. Trevor Hoffman was on the mound. Jamie Carroll hit the fly to right, and Holliday still hasn't touched home plate.
Okay.
They were handing those out. I mean, everybody in the stands got one of those, and that's what that towel is from.
I had one of those once because my aunt lived in Colorado, and I don't know where it went, but I've seen that.
Russell wants to know your thoughts on Doug Williams.
Well, I mean, he had one good game.
One good quarter.
It was against
good quarter.
Timmy Smith had the good quarter. Doug Williams actually had a good game.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. Oh, good afternoon, TC in Dallas. Dozens of lines.
Dallas.
Yeah, wow. Dallas.
Is that the guy that called the other day?
No.
That's a different Dallas
we're very
guy?
popular in Texas for some reason.
So does he also hate Nico Harrison, or how's that work?
I would imagine. Look, human being, you hate Nico Harrison.
Somebody
Except
said
Luka. Luka's the only one that doesn't now because Luka's, in
He's
the
out of
playoff.
there.
Yeah, but Mavs won last night, didn't they? won like 110, 106, something like
The
that.
Mavs lost.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The Mavs lost.
No.
No, they won. You're right.
Thank you.
They won. And they played Friday against Memphis, who lost. I think that's how that works.
Great question.
I can't figure this play-in thing out for the life of me.
Great question from JT in Hot Springs. This is for Bill. 2007 Rockies, wasn't that the World Series the Red Sox won?
Yes. And again, we don't need to talk about that because you guys know the story about, my World Series experience.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
Ethan wasn't able to listen yesterday. He's meeting Bill for the first time. Ethan, he checks his mail.
Right. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
yes.
So it's good. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Can I put the whole up? I'm trying to put the camera up so we can see the flag. Can't do it. Okay. Oh well, never mind.
Tyler,
Good idea.
Tyler from South Korea also
There
pointing
we
out
go.
we're very
There it is.
popular on the South Korean subway system.
Oh, they're still listening to us
No,
there?
he's back here.
Oh,
but
okay.
At one point, we were being listened to and streamed on the subway system.
Maybe we still are. Do you think they're like, hey, what was that? What happened to that show we used to listen to?
I doubt it.
You don't
I
think so?
doubt it. I doubt it. They're like, thank God that guy's gone. But
Maybe they are.
I'm surmising. Just
be.
Most relationships that we have end that way.
Could be. There's a few things I wanted to talk about, but
All right.
I don't want to do it now because I feel like we're going to run out of time, even though we got like 10 minutes here.
Well, where do you want to start?
Well,
Because we have nothing but time.
Okay, here's what I want to begin with. I sort of fell in the trap today, like many of you did, when I found out, hey, coming up today on McAfee, Aaron Rodgers is on. Like, this is it.
But it's
He's finally going to do it.
Weekly appearance.
No, but that's during the season. He hasn't been on in a few weeks. He's been, in a cave somewhere or in, Myanmar, or I don't know where he's been. I don't know where he's been.
Myanmar.
I don't know where he's been. He's been in, he's been in Greenland checking things out. I don't know. But he was on today. I'm like, all right, maybe we get something. And he goes on there, and he's like, maybe I'll play. Maybe I'll retire. I don't know yet. He said nothing.
So let me see if I've got this straight. You see that Aaron Rodgers is going to be on McAfee, and you get all giddy about it.
I'm like, I wrote it down. Aaron Rodgers, McAfee.
They say
the
older we get, the more we become our parents.
Right.
You're a rube.
Oh, you think so?
I know so.
I'm
if
a
you
rube.
tuned into that, because
I didn't watch it.
Did you consume the content?
I saw what Schefter tweeted about it after the fact.
You're
and
a
then I
rube.
printed out an article about it. Aaron Rodgers still undecided. Retirement possible. That's what the headline said.
You're a rube.
Right.
You just got roped into it. You know he's not going to say anything. Now it's April.
Well, I don't part of this doesn't make sense to me. So he wants to go to a Super Bowl contender. What Super Bowl contender is not set at quarterback? They all
No,
are.
yeah,
they're all set. So unless you're going to ride the bench,
now, hang on.
you're not playing.
Now Pittsburgh is
They're
one
not
of the
a Super Bowl
playoff team last year with Russell Wilson
They're
at
a
quarterback.
playoff team every year
That's right.
with Mike Tomlin,
That's
and they
right.
lose in the wild card.
Not
That
every
is
year,
what
but
they do.
They're a look. If you're in the playoffs, you're a Super Bowl contender.
So the Broncos were a Super Bowl contender last year.
No,
Say it.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Say it.
No. I actually like Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix will be a fine Trent Dilfer for you.
Hey, Trent
Super Bowl,
Dilfer,
Super Bowl
Trent Dilfer
champion.
won one. Hey,
Super
he
Bowl
got
champion Trent Dilfer.
He got one.
Um,
That's okay. Got a nice career out of that. But and the thing about is Minnesota.
Didn't we do this with a Green Bay quarterback?
What do you mean?
Where he went to Minnesota and washed out?
Well, he got to the NFC title game.
Yeah, and the bounty game.
And then he got his head knocked off after he threw an interception.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in that game?
Yeah, that was that game. Yeah.
God, he got
It started the whole thing.
hell
Got Sean
knocked out of
Payton suspended. Your coach suspended.
Well, that was the
A guy, by the way.
didn't it all get deflected on the defensive
Yeah,
coordinator?
Greg Williams.
Yeah, Greg Williams.
With
Yeah,
two
yeah,
G's.
Yeah.
He hates Sean Payton. Just, FYI. Absolutely hates Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton is a fine football
Oh,
coach.
shut up.
A
You
ter-
do not.
A
Oh, stop.
terrific,
Stop
terrific
it.
human being.
Stop it.
And without Drew Brees, he's, still trying to get his first Super Bowl.
He has the largest play calling card in the league, doesn't he? That thing is like 4 feet. I mean,
It is
huge.
a Waffle House menu.
It's like
It's
two of
very,
them.
very large. Yeah.
I don't know. He's all right. He's fine.
You said
I've said many things.
you are at, all right. Ethan from Atkins just gave you your other launching point
What
today.
is that?
That Chad Baker Mazzara is in the transfer portal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And if
yeah.
he comes here, we have to say we like him and pretend that we did like him the whole time.
Well, he's one of those guys that when he plays for the other team, he's an instigator. He's a pest. You know what I mean? There are a lot of different names you could call him, but these are the ones we're going to stick with for our purposes. He's an instigator. But then he's on your team, and you don't want anybody else but that guy.
Oh,
because he's going to get under the skin of everybody. He's a pain in the butt.
Yes.
But he could be your pain in the butt.
That's right. That's all that matters.
I want this noted if we do reels anymore or whatever. If this team has Brazil and Chad Baker-Mazar on it, I'm taking a gap year, and I'm not going. I'm not doing it.
Okay,
why? Can't do it. I don't know. I just that's too much annoyance on one roster for me to stomach. I can't do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a gap year. I'm gonna homie hop for a year to
who?
I don't know.
Duke?
Syracuse.
You go root for Duke with your dad.
Yeah, that'll be good.
He loves Duke.
He
loves Duke basketball.
It's a safety school.
It's a front runner is what he is.
That's also true. All right. Do I want to go to the baseball game tonight?
No.
I don't?
No.
You sure about that?
You don't like people.
Well, that's true.
I mean, the only
I
thing
do have a shirt on.
The only thing.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're in Cretan camouflage.
I could go.
The only reason you would go is for the beer. Are you going alone?
No.
Oh, the missus?
Yeah. Somebody must have backed out. It's the only time I get to go to baseball games is when someone doesn't
Hold
go.
on, back up. Your I don't know how to phrase this, but your wife goes to baseball games with someone else?
No, it's a family thing. Everybody's got
the statement stands.
They've got 4 tickets,
and the only time
they're all accounted for.
The only time you get to go is when somebody backs out.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Do you have Do you have this written down somewhere, like in a contract, how this works?
It's all up here.
Oh,
it's all up here.
That makes me feel better.
It's all up here in the noggin.
Now I see that you're dressed and ready to go.
Right.
You got your camouflage on.
I do.
Are you just?
I don't have my scorebook.
Are you just waiting
What do you mean?
for the call? Like, hey, I'm in. Tag me in.
I've got a lingering question here. Do I want to go?
No.
You're saying I don't want to go.
No.
Here's someone that says go to Arvex. They're not playing there tonight, you stooge.
I mean, what's wrong with these? You don't have to say that. I mean, you could go to Arvex.
I'm just that they're not there. You can go there and
look
at the gates. Like, what are you going to do over there?
You do a lot of things. You can go. Nobody's stopping you from going.
Andy wants to know if I have to wear a disguise. No. The last 2 times I was there this season, I did not wear a disguise.
Okay.
I was like, come at me. I don't care. Do it. Do your worst.
Oh, there's a high school game over at Arvex.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, so
okay. All right. Yeah, I could go to that.
Woodbat? Because, I'd sign up for that.
They're not playing with Woodbat.
They might. There's a couple of Woodbat tournaments later this year.
A couple of lefties tonight at Bob Walker.
Jamie from P Ridge with a good question. Sounds like you'll be across the road in the cemetery and not in the family plot.
That's a good one. Very funny, Jamie. Very good.
Great question from Dirty Drawers. What shoes are you wearing today? She doesn't like the slip-ons.
Well, that's what I cut on.
Well, I think a baseball game you might be okay.
You think
Go to
so?
the Walton Arts Center and slip-ons. You're
God.
a hillbilly.
Thank God. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going.
Oh, you're go. Wait a minute. You can't go. You haven't been invited yet.
I have been invited.
Oh, okay. You've got the official
That's why
invite.
I brought it up.
You have the official invite.
Yes, I got the golden ticket.
Is there somebody else that you would rather go with?
Probably.
Okay. Right? Don't you have to go home and watch the dogs? Are you still on duty?
No, I'm off of that now. Okay. I'm off of that now.
Shane from Potos says go home and enjoy the peace and quiet.
Well, there's 2 dogs there.
There's no peace and quiet. There's pee, but there's not peace and quiet.
If I want to go to peace and quiet, I have to go to a Twin Peaks. It'll be quieter. That's where you have to go, man. Oh, Lord. It's a good thought, Shane. It's a good thought.
Do you bring a beer hat?
I don't have a beer hat.
You should get one.
I know. I should.
Get Dave to sign
it. Yeah, that'll work. That'll happen. Yeah, that'll happen.
So you're wearing your good shoes to a baseball game.
Well, I didn't know I was going till...
And Crocs to the theater?
I got this text 14 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't know I was going when I got ready this morning.
Andy Mountain Home is right. If you're invited and you don't go, you may never be invited again. Well, don't disappoint your wife. I mean, you do that enough.
Hasn't A&M won like 7 in a row?
They are
or
bad.
Like
They are.
No. That's wrong. That's incorrect. They've won like 7 in a row or something like that.
6-9 in the league.
Okay, they had a rough start.
21-15 overall.
See, what you're doing is you're looking at the whole picture.
Yes.
I'm telling you the trends. The trends are they have let's see here. They've won 7 in a row. So they started out what? They started out bad.
Yes.
Like over.
Yeah.
And then they won. They won 6 in a row in the league, and then a non-con.
Okay.
Wow, look at them go.
Well, Arkansas lost 2 out of 3 in the league, so you never know.
That is true. They are 24-1 at the stadium.
Yeah,
So
they don't travel very much.
That's right.
BE asking the uncomfortable question: are you the rental fan tonight?
Very funny, BE. BE, go drive your van. Leave us alone. Crying out loud.
I mean, you kind of are.
Okay.
Now, who's going tonight?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, so they might not even be there. You might be sitting with 3 strangers, which could be uncomfortable.
No, someone will be there.
You don't know that.
I have no idea. No. I don't know.
Okay.
Gavin, the trend is they suck.
Hey, Gavin, you know what?
What, 7 in a row?
Listen, man.
Well, when your team now wait a minute, Gavin. When your team wins 7 in a row, we start sizing up championship rings. But the opponent doing 7 in a row and they suck. Now get out of here.
Hacker asking, do they have Jeff Kent's kid? A&M. Be honest, Hacker. I have no idea.
Let me look it up.
No, I don't care, but
Hacker cares.
Let's roll.
And clearly, he doesn't have a laptop that works, so we'll have to look into that for him.
Phone's not working.
Yeah, Caden Kent. There he is.
There you go.
He's hitting 273 this year.
Woo! With a metal bat.
Yeah. 9 dingers, 37 knocked in. He's right here on the front page of the game
and
notes.
if you're just hopping on, they've moved the games. There's no game on Saturday. Tomorrow, they're going to play the doubleheader starting at 2.
This could not be. They could not have made this more complicated. Okay? You know what they're doing?
Oh, God.
Okay. So.
Oh, no. With the hour break in between and clearing everybody out?
No. Okay. So, in a move that makes. I'll tell you about it when we come back. I would love to know the rationale behind why they're doing it.
There is no rationale.
The way they're doing it is stupid. All right? There's just no other way to say it, sports fans.
Now, Abner's right. You should wear your fancy shoes tonight. Like your dress shoes.
Tonight?
Yeah.
They're all the way up there. I'd have to go back there and come back down here in an hour. I can't do it. Can't be done. I can't do it.
All right. These are things you got to think
If
of.
I go up there, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay.
Well, you'll be on your couch with the dogs.
Put
I
my
got
comfy pants on.
Yeah. Sleeping pants.
877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group Hotline. Ruscin and Zach continue.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts. The Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters in auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Now, for a limited time, employee pricing is back at the #1 fifth wheel dealer in Arkansas, Wheels RV. That's right, employee pricing is back, and you pay what our employees pay on a huge selection of select new and used RVs, plus some 2025 models included. You'll find all your favorite brands, such as Grand Design, Brinkley, Forest River, Vibe, Novo, and Flagstaff. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty on every new RV sold. Employee pricing exclusively at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV, located 5 miles west of I-49 in Tawnytown. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth.
And we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, where's Matt?
Beer hats here. Come and get your bases loaded, beer hats here.
Matt, what are you doing?
Well, with how well the baseball team's doing, I thought I'd make sure that the fans know where they can get those famous yellow hats.
Not only do we have the beer hats, but we also have the team hats and jerseys to match.
So I guess you could say when it comes to Razorback baseball, we have all the bases covered.
You really hit it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, a real grand slam of a pun.
Definitely not a strikeout.
Anyway, Hog fans, if you're looking for something with a hog on it, come by the Stadium Shop on Razorback at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
That's right. Or you can go to their websites.
Dad, I think what you mean to say is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
And whether it's a shirt, pool table, or anything in between, come by the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
The Stadium Shop is the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in the country.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. A very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here. With Robinhood Gold, to receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Evan Cohen here. When the draft clock is ticking, you've got to pick the best talent, regardless of position, to fit your team's needs. Well, if you're hiring for your business, you want to find the best talent for any of your roles. That's why you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology hustles to find qualified candidates for your job immediately. And if you see a standout candidate, ZipRecruiter lets you personally invite them to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
When I wake up,
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Attention business owners, are you overpaying for your website, dropping thousands up front and shelling out more than $95 a month? Stop the madness! With Modular Orange, you get a custom-built, fully managed website for just $95 a month. No hidden fees, no headaches. They write it, build it, launch it, update it, and secure it so you can focus on your business. Ditch the overpriced hassle and go simple. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
ESPN 99.5. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Your news brought to you by the Good Chair because there was nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. Going to be seated in the Good Chair. Hey, we got baseball out at the Bomb tonight. Texas A&M's in town for a 3-game set. Aggies 21-15 on the year, 6-9 in league play. There has been a change to the schedule. First pitch tonight just after 7. We're on the air at 6:30 with the Dugout Show on selected ESPN Arkansas stations. Tomorrow, we're on the air at 1:30. You're going to play 2. First game is scheduled to start at 2:05. And then sometime after that, they will play game 2. Got the news early today. Lee Corso will retire from ESPN's College Game Day in August, ending a career that began in 1987. He turns 90 on August the 7th. His last show will be August 30th. Your Ruscin and Zach X-Pulse brought to you by nobody in particular, and I'm doing it strictly out of obligation.
Brought to you by the packing drawer.
What? Yeah, there we go. When ordering delivery by percentage, what are the chances your delivery driver at least peeked at your food? 43.5% of you say more than 50%. Which of the following best describes you? Think before I speak or tweet before I think.
That one.
68.1% of you said think before I speak. Bull bleep.
Yeah, right.
Liars. Bill came up with this one. Fellas, when using a public restroom, do you avoid the low urinal? 69.7% of you said yes.
I'm not ashamed. Whatever. Whatever's open, I'll take it.
Oh, it's when bathroom going in real
false.
estate.
That's false.
No. When you got to go, you got to go.
The low one, the one for kids, the low one. There's so much backsplash, you just can't use the little one. That's why I brought it up this morning for you to.
I know, but bathroom going in real estate, location. If the only one that's open is the low one, you have to use it. You just have to. It's part of the deal.
False.
All right.
I'm not going to go along with that.
Okay, and that's why we give you options. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, wrong or not.
I want that to be 100% by the end of the show.
Everyone is okay. No, okay. We don't say the H word around here because 100. We've never had a 100% poll. We asked a poll one time, what is the University of Arkansas Fayetteville's mascot? 7% of our participants voted Red Wolves, just because they will never allow me the joy of having a 100% poll.
It'll never happen.
Never happened.
It's never been done.
Never going to happen.
Never will be done.
Well, I'm not wrong. I'm just saying that.
Okay, that's fair. Megan pointing out that you're already tackling top men's issues. Welcome aboard.
We are. That's right. These are the items of the day. Did you close up the thing?
Yeah. Okay. BE says, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. Right?
Thank you. Someone should crochet that and hang it up in the. All right, this ticket thing with baseball is beyond stupid. All right, and I don't know. There has to be a better way. You know, in real baseball, the majors, when you have a situation like this, they would just listen. Saturday's tickets are bupkis. You're using Friday's tickets to see 2 games. Congratulations. But no, we can't do that here. So here's what they're doing. The 2:00 game Friday is when you will use the Saturday ticket.
Why?
Then when the 2:00 game is over, everyone has to leave. Even the people in the hog pen, the drunks, they got to leave. And then you got to find your Friday ticket and then go back in the park again for the Friday game.
What if
this is what they're doing?
And let's say you, I don't know, have to work and you can't make a 2:00 game on a Friday.
Well, then you better
Are you just out of
sell
luck?
your Saturday ticket. In a real league, what they would do is your Friday ticket gets you into both. Saturday's ticket, toss it away. It's useless. But we can't do that for some reason that no one can properly explain to me. I don't care.
Why wouldn't you play the Friday game at 2 and the Saturday game?
That's
be the
another
late
good
game?
question I don't understand. I don't know.
Play them in order. But no, we're going to move Saturday's game up, so none of the Saturday ticket holders. That place is going to be empty.
Right. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
They want to play at an empty stadium. Well, some people have the day off, but yeah.
Okay, now Nigel says the email doesn't say whether it's a 7-inning game or not. I'm under the impression,
That is correct.
just based on what Learfield is telling me, that they're 2 9-inning games.
Right. They generally, and he's right, the release doesn't mention if it's a 9 or a 7-inning game either that they sent out a few hours ago. But the general rule of the SEC baseball is you only play 7-inning games on the 3rd day.
Right.
Which would have been Saturday
Right.
here, which is normally Sunday. That's the only time
We take our cues from Learfield, the broadcast,
Right.
and they have made no indication. There's a template that we use for each game, 7-inning, 9-inning, whatever, doubleheader, whatever. We use the doubleheader, the regular doubleheader one. So I imagine they're going the full 9. Boy, those Friday night people are going to be pissed off when they find out they have to wait an hour to get in.
What about the people in the hog pit who haul all that stuff in there? And after the first game, they have to haul it all out just to go back in again. I mean, this is dumb. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Can't you just walk around and scan their tickets so they don't have to get their coolers all loaded up again?
Abner, reading from the first book of Eurocheck, fandom takes precedence over your job.
Well, actually, profit takes precedence
that's
over
true, too.
fandom. That's the first. That's in the first chapter of the book. That's the first thing. So yeah, so tomorrow afternoon you'll be using Saturday's tickets, and then you're using Friday's tickets later. I don't know why, but that's the way. I'm sure this is some way. I'm sure they're doing it this way because somehow it helps them fudge the attendance numbers so they can, at the end of the year, trumpet, we had the best attendance in all of college baseball.
ballpark.
Yes, exactly. They're trying to game the system
okay.
somehow.
Now, Chris, with some information, the Hog Pen is allowed to leave their stuff.
Well, what if someone steals your
Why
stuff?
would you? This makes no sense. Why not just leave them out there?
I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't know. Yeah, right, exactly.
And what? Look,
walk around and scan the tickets.
You're not going to clean the ballpark in an hour.
No, they're not.
I'm sorry. You're just not.
They're not doing that. They wouldn't clean the ballpark in a day, much less an hour. I mean, are you kidding me?
Gavin, this ticket thing can only go terribly.
Again, this is clearly a way to game the attendance numbers somehow.
Now, Bill,
is what they're doing.
You're coming in from 5,280 feet on this. That's a mile for the rest
Very
of you.
good.
Now, is this the dumbest ticketing thing you've seen? Like, we're way too close to it. This is the first time you've experienced the idiocy of this sort of thing. Is this dumb?
No, it doesn't sound very efficient at all. I mean, I'm with you guys on that. I'm sure there's something dumber out there if we looked.
Chris says this is the first doubleheader of the year. They're making us leave. Normally, they can stay between games.
Yeah.
Robert,
think it's
we
because,
don't use that word, Robert.
I think it's because my guess would be they've sold roughly 10,000 tickets for Saturday, and they don't want to have to knock off 10,000 seats off their attendance. So they're going to count tickets scanned for the tickets sold for the Saturday game Friday early, and then the Friday night tickets. So you get to count 20,000 tickets sold instead of 10. So that's what they're doing. Again, they're gaming the system. So if they win the attendance trophy or whatever it is this year, it's a total scam. It's a fugazi because of this doubleheader thing. That's what I have.
Now, Andy in Mountain Home says he hid in a bathroom stall one time to stay inside.
There you go.
Good
Inside
for you.
from what?
Yeah. Russell says the leaf blower guys can't even get around the stadium in an hour.
No, they're not going to do anything. They're not even going to bring the batting cage out again between games. They're not going to do.
Here you go. Nothing they do is efficient. It's barely sufficient. That's a bumper sticker.
Or another needle point right there.
Yeah,
We're racking them up here. This is great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading this today. I'm like, what? No one works this way.
No, they do. This is the way they work.
When you go to, the Cardinal game a few years ago, the Friday night, we went there Friday night, gets rained out. So they're like, come back at noon Friday, or come back noon Saturday. We're going to finish the Friday game, and then we're going to play the Saturday night game at 6 o'clock. And you can just stay in here the whole time. We don't care. So that's what we did. You just go and use your Saturday ticket. You got to see a game and a half, more or less.
Chase thinking outside the box. This is stupid, making people leave. Think of all the concession sales they could gain in that hour.
That's also true.
Well, it's probably, now hear me out on this, those concession stand employees are probably hourly, and they don't want to pay them.
And we know the Allied people are Universe or whoever they are now doing it's Allied. It does the yellow shirts, the usher people. They don't want to pay them.
No, absolutely not.
Anything to save a couple bucks here. I mean, if we can save $200 instead of making $20,000, then let's do it.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all, but whatever.
If they're doing it because of that, that's the definition of tripping over dollars to pick up nickels. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy. Oh well, times are tough, man. They got to start sharing this money with the athletes, man. This is what happens.
Great question from BE. Your story about the Friday night rainout, was that on the trip where the Rube was taking pictures of the arch in the middle of the street?
Yeah, Saturday morning he got up and we walked to Chinook's, to the grocery store, to get some stuff. And sure enough, he was standing in the middle of the street taking a picture of the arch.
Rube.
Right.
Robert from Bull Shoals says the Braves would not have done this. Ted Turner was the owner.
No.
Nobody would do this. Just them. Great question from Bob. If they're hourly, why do I have to tip them?
Well, That's going to the collective, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. That's the tip. The illusion is they get the tip. No, it goes straight to
No, the tip goes to whoever's raising the funds for that particular concession stand, like this band or this group or whatever.
Are they still doing that over there?
I think they do. I don't know if they do it at baseball, but they do it at the big sports.
I know my
Football,
daughter
basketball.
was supposed to do that once, and I refused to let her go. Like, you're not helping that clown show. No, I refused.
No kid of mine is going to be
No.
helping out. Sell hot dogs at that
now.
point.
This September. All right, fine.
They should have had Kinsey selling the beer. That'd have been great.
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, Kinsey.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Sorry, I got to pour it in a cup for you. These are the rules.
You drunk.
Did you really have a 13-year? Yes.
Yes, we did.
Don't do that.
Guys, don't do that. Don't do that. They don't like it.
Mercy. So that's the deal. There's your Friday, everybody. The easiest thing is to just put the radio on because, I mean, it's one place. You don't have to go anywhere
Now,
for 6-7
you
hours.
two are amateur meteorologists. When does the rain actually arrive?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the models.
It's going to be tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night.
Like, to impede the game?
They'll get the first game in just fine.
Okay.
Second one, you may run into some issues.
Ah, good.
So we can come in tomorrow night.
Okay. And then Saturday, it's supposed to rain all day, which could affect the that could affect the spring game. Now, Pittman was talking about doing like an autograph signing. I don't know what they're going to do Saturday.
Well, he said they'll still do the signing. They just may not play the game or do the practice. So I don't know what we'll do.
BE with a reasonable question. Tonight's game is on linear television, correct?
SEC Network.
There you go.
7 p.m.
There it is.
Lowell Galindo and
I'd listen to Bubba first, but that's just me. I mean, you never know when Bubba's going to sneeze.
Again. That's right. Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah. Who is it? It's a Lowell Galindo and is it Greg? What's the guy's name? Greg Olson.
Yeah. Andy wants to know, will Phil talk for an hour or will they put us on? If they throw it back to us, we won't be here.
No, they're going to keep it the whole time.
No chance.
They're keeping it the whole time.
Yeah, they got a plan. Just trust me. They got a plan.
They're keeping it the whole time. All right. There you go. 877-377-6963. We're in the Crane Automotive Team Studios here on Ruscin and Zach. And we will return very soon. This is ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Thanks for watching.
I used to have. Think you could beat lower testosterone? What do you mean? All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T. I've heard about Nugenix. That really works? Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try? Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista.
I thought that was a members-only place.
No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio. Well, let's go. I'm starving. Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit bellavistapoa.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. It is going to be a breezy Thursday for you. Those winds gusting out of the south 30 to 40 miles an hour at times. But you combine that with the sunshine. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s by lunchtime before climbing into the 80s for everyone. We do have a severe weather risk returning for our Friday and our Saturday with all modes of severe weather possible and it bringing a big cool down as well. We're going to have the very latest on that in your Get Ready Weather on your 4029 News. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
You want to read that text?
Which one?
From Eddie?
Oh,
Go ahead.
he's talking to you. You have people that have tickets to one game but not the other game. Is the reason they have to leave between games.
Yes. But why? These are special circumstances. Why are you moving the Saturday game to 2 p.m.?
Okay. Also, not that many have one or the other. Most people have both. And so you're not going to end up somebody sitting in your seat. The corporate sits on most of them anyway. Most of the crowds, season ticket holders there, and they would have tickets to both. Right. So, and plus, if someone was sitting in your seat, go sit somewhere else. It's 3 in the afternoon.
This
it's not
is
going to be
my
full.
seat, Derek. This is my seat.
Don't defend them. This is dumb, Eddie. That's the way it is. They're dumb. Period. That's the way it is.
It's not great, and they really handle this poorly. Oh, as most things they handle poorly, but
don't worry, their smiling faces and elite customer service will be there to greet you when you arrive, whenever you arrive tomorrow. First game, second game, both games, whatever it is.
Good luck parking. Good luck. You might as well just park somewhere and Uber over. Probably cheaper.
Might as well just come hang out with us and then just avoid the whole thing altogether.
We'll put bleachers in here. We'll put it on the TV.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, absolutely. The yesterday the office workers were having a good day because Zoom went down yesterday for a little while.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't like Zoom.
You don't like Zoom?
I'm not a fan. It's way too complicated for the nitwits like me. I don't like it. Guys, I don't like it.
You don't like Zoom?
No, I don't. Here's the thing. Is when you schedule this, all I need to do is be able to pick the date, the time, and who is attending.
Right.
They ask too many questions and my ADD kicks in, and I just lose interest in what they're asking.
What do they ask?
Well, they'll ask you if you have, depending on the one that you have. Now, I, of course, because I work here, have the trial version, which you don't pay for.
Right.
Because we're not paying for anything. Right. So I only get a 40-minute window, and you have to schedule the window. You have to from 12:30 to 1:30, 1:30 to 2:30, whatever.
Well, it's like booking satellite.
Correct.
I guess
Now, if I forget, which is possible, suddenly I only have 10 minutes for my Zoom. Yeah. And as it turns out,
extend the window.
As it turns out, you can't just Zoom anybody. They actually have to accept it. So you can't just pop in and Zoom with people.
Right.
They don't like that.
Can't do that.
No, they make this way too difficult.
The Zoom was down nationwide for about 2 hours.
Well, they were collecting all your data.
If you tried to log in, no, that's the people when you're making your own action
No.
They're collecting your data.
Yes, but Zoom, they've got your face for 40 minutes. Remember during COVID when we had all those Zooms? And I used to put the cutout up, you weren't on those. Never mind.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I would put a cutout up just of anybody, just so I didn't have to be there. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to do the ADHD too.
ADHD.
Now, Car Chase guy, he had a Zoom meeting during that time period, and God, I hate this phrase. Everybody had to pivot to a Google meeting. God, I hate corporate.
Pivot.
I hate corporate buzzwords. You all are nerds.
We're pivoting.
These are the people we used to stuff in lockers.
Let's put a pin in that.
Ah, God, I hate that. You know the worst time to hear that is when you're on a date. Yeah, we should put a pin in that. Circle back. You're like, no, I'm out. Call my Uber. I'm going home.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Pivot.
Right. People were panicking yesterday and flocked to social media to see if it was just them or if everybody was having problems. Then the memes started. One meme was a clip of Oprah yelling, "You get a vacation. You get a vacation."
No, you pivot.
One person called it America's Snow Day. Corporate America's Snow Day. Another joke, no one on their team could get in, and it was the most productive Zoom meeting ever.
God.
Yeah.
Did somebody build a consensus?
It got fixed around 4:15 Eastern, but it took a little longer for everybody to gain access again after that. So there you go. But it's all working now. Also, Spotify went down yesterday.
Well, now that's serious.
That is serious.
You know, another one that I don't like is when you're having a conversation in a meeting and they say, "Well, let's take that offline." I think we should go back to the old way.
Take that offline.
Yeah, we should all go back to the old way of meeting and where we can hit each other.
I say we go back to the old way of meeting where we all go to the company break room and talk crap about the other people.
We do that
face to face.
No, we do that anyway.
Yeah, why not? So that's
all
right.
That's
what's going
Bill,
on
were you
there.
affected by the Zoom meeting outage?
No, as a matter of fact, I've
good.
been on 3 Zooms in my life, and you were part of one of them just last week.
That's true.
Oh, so outside of this, you've been on 2.
Correct.
How about that?
JT with a good question. What's worse? Glue guy, put a pin in that and circle back. Pivot or take it to another level.
Circle back is the worst.
I hate that.
Let's circle back to that.
Corey from Dallas, what is the worst corporate buzzword? His vote goes to the piggy bank. I haven't run across that very often, but
I don't know that one. The worst one, you said it already, was whatever the thing you said before. I put a pin in it. What was it?
Circle back?
No. God, just a minute ago.
Take it offline?
No. Before, the one that started all this. Pivot.
I just said that.
Pivot. Pivot's the worst.
Abner points out Razorback football isn't losing. They're just pivoting away from winning.
That's right.
Yes.
See, that's a very corporate way of saying that.
BE hates exceeding expectations.
What, in general or just the phrase?
The phrase. Yeah. Josh in Farmington hates the let's take this conversation offline. You sound like such a pretentious douche.
Why can't you just say call me?
Hey, just call me when we're done. Like a regular American.
Why do you got to say it like that?
Douche. Stop it. God, I hate it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's 30,000 foot view the better.
Oh, that's another terrible one.
I don't like that one either.
Well, I'm not a fan of reach out whenever anybody says that.
Yeah.
Did you really reach out?
No.
Yeah,
how about
let's
park that discussion for the time being?
That's a cousin of put a pin in.
Okay, now when they say let's take this offline, here's what I'm envisioning. It's an older dude saying, well, let's take that offline. Now, when you say let's park that, I'm picturing pantsuit.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. That's a pantsuit expression. Am I right?
Sure.
Let's park that.
Let's park that. Park the bus.
Yeah. Leveraging synergy is another one that I don't even know what that means.
Synergy is a fancy...
It's no wonder we don't get anything done in this country.
Synergy is a very corporate way of saying, let's save a bunch of money.
Okay.
By combining a bunch of stuff into one thing. That's what that is.
Dirty Drawer says the boss who reads the PowerPoint word for word should be punched in the face.
That's no different than the teacher that read the notes word for word on the projector back when I was in high
Corey
school.
also hates to piggyback off what fill in the blank said.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a dumb one.
Right.
Doc from Omaha hates y'all ain't bringing the synergy.
How does one bring the synergy?
Here's a text. This person is obviously a hostage in a meeting right now. Let's table this.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. Yes.
Fill in the blank is a rock star. No, you're not.
No, none of you are rock stars.
What
you
you are-
work in an office moving around actuaries.
What you are is
not an office.
What you are is a kiss ass. That's what you are.
If you have a haircut and a tie, you're not a rock star.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one that will make me violent. Let's unpack this or drill down on this.
Let's drill down, unpack.
God,
Those are.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But what do you like? Just to kind of.
You know what? If we're in a Zoom meeting, the three of us are in three separate places, and I say to Bill, hey, let's take this offline. Bill better say back, call me afterwards.
You better punch.
Yeah. After he hits me, he should say, call me after. That's what you say. That's how real people speak, you nerds.
Real people talk like
you
that.
Nerds.
That's how real people talk.
Let's press forward. Oh, God.
You're having flashbacks.
I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Flashbacks. All right, we'll be back here on ESPN Arkansas. The Hit That Line Now app, brought to you by Taco Bell. Stay with
Hey, Hog fans, when you shop at Alumni Hall, you're getting the ultimate Razorback shopping experience. Heading to the Red-White game? Shopping for a graduation gift? Alumni Hall has the largest and best selection of Arkansas apparel and accessories from Nike, Champion, Comfort Colors, Yeti, plus gifts and more. For every $150 you spend, you'll receive a $10 reward. Go see them today and load up on Razorback gear. Alumni Hall on College Avenue, alumnihall.com, or download their app. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions, a very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized, ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or Pro Mix?
The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. What comes to mind? Best steaks, best wings, best salads, best sports bar, best all-around restaurant? You're right on every count. Now, picture where you'll take the family for Easter brunch, treat mom on Mother's Day, or celebrate an after-graduation feast. The answer? The All-American Steakhouse in Springdale. Download their app on Google Play or the App Store to order online for pickup or delivery, or use it to book a private meeting room for business or pleasure. Easy, fast, and convenient. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale. Great steaks, great sports.
Do you have old jewelry that you never wear that's just gathering dust? Here at Swift Jewelry, one of our favorite things to do is to repurpose your heirloom jewelry into something that fits your current style. Bring in your old jewelry and fresh ideas and let our expert jewelers breathe new life into a dazzling new creation that you'll be proud to wear. There's something extra special about a stunning piece of jewelry that tells a beautiful, sentimental story about the past. Come share your dreams with us at Swift's Jewelry in beautiful downtown Fayetteville. Your personal jeweler since 1956.
Living with chronic joint pain is like trying to get comfortable on a cactus sofa. Nothing feels good. And forget trying to do the things you enjoy this spring. Golfing, hiking, tennis. You're just trying to get by. Hi, Tommy Kraft here. I want you to know something. The medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas, they're on the case and focused to finally get you the relief you need. They've already treated tens of thousands of patients around the country with regenerative treatments that can help calm that debilitating joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. Everybody's trying to live healthier lives and break free of the harmful meds. That's the whole mission of QC Kinetics. Hey, curious if you'd be a candidate for these treatments? No problem. The consultation is totally free, and they're happy to take a look and see if they can help you finally get relief. Call now and find out how easy it is to get back to enjoying life without chronic joint pain. Call QC Kinetics now. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs, and the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We are back. Happy to have you along with us here on ESPN Arkansas. Well, sort of. I mean, kind of. In a way.
For your purposes.
No, we're thrilled.
No, for your purposes, yeah, we're happy you're here.
We're thrilled.
That makes you feel better. Go back to your safe space or whatever. And,
oh, God, here he goes.
That's it.
Oh, boy. Well, here we go. Zach had thoughts. Here we go. We didn't do that yesterday.
No, we didn't. No, but Bill pointed that out first thing this morning. Told me I got off easy yesterday.
Do you want to do it?
Not really.
Okay.
No, the less talking I have to do, the happier I am.
All right. Never mind then. It is. You can text us or call us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline 877-377-6963. The first person you talk to will be Bill.
That's correct.
So don't do anything dumb or he'll hang up on you.
Please
That's how
greet
that
him
works.
with, "Hey, Elway was overrated."
Greetings, salutations.
No, I told you guys yesterday. I did take a couple of phone calls, and a few of the people ruined it for everybody else because I will just stop.
He will turn his car right around.
He will.
Yeah. It's a new day. There's a new sheriff in town, folks.
The torch has been passed to a new generation. Did you see? You see what happened to your team?
Which one?
Now, you didn't consume this correctly when I told you earlier what happened.
Okay, go on.
But Notre Dame had a quarterback, Steve Angeli.
Love Steve Angeli.
Enter the transfer portal.
Yep, peanut butter and jelly. Love him.
Now, you're supposed to panic and freak out about
Oh,
this.
well, okay. So let me tell you. Let me tell you what it's like at the top of the mountain.
Oh, here we go.
So, and I'll
gather around, children.
Gather around
Story
your
time.
radio, and let me tell you how it is being at the top of the food chain. So, Steve Angeli is a wonderful quarterback. He is a Notre Dame guy through and through, and we love him to death. Okay. He got us. He directed the drive that got everything going in the Orange Bowl. That got him to beat Penn State. He's the guy that came in right before the half when Riley Leonard got hurt. Got him a touchdown. He's the MVP of the Sun Bowl the year before. Steve Angeli is a terrific backup quarterback. He's not going to get you where Notre Dame wants to go. He finished third in our quarterback competition because we got three pretty good ones. C.J. Carr will be the starter. Kevin Minshew will be your backup. And Steve Angeli is good enough to start for a lot of people around the country.
Yes, but college football fans, when a quarterback goes in the portal, you're supposed to go,
No, you can't.
What happened?
Look, quarterback's the one position on the field where only one guy can play at a time. So, I get it. And I wish him well. He gave us 3 great years. He delivered 2 bowl victories. So I can't complain. There's another guy, Kennedy Urlacher, Brian Urlacher's son, jumped into the portal. He was a 5th-team safety. This is a guy that can flat out play for anybody. And they're just that deep at that position. So he's going to go into the portal and try and find an opportunity to play. And I don't begrudge them that. It's the guy that's starting and and thinks he can do better. Those are the guys that kind of irritate me a little bit. And I wish him well. I'm an Angeli guy. I will root for Steve Angeli wherever he goes. So no panic. It's C.J. Carr. We're fine.
So these are rich person problems.
These are rich person problems.
Got it. Yes.
Now, if Jeremiah Love had jumped into the portal, I'd be on my way to South Bend to talk to my guy Marcus Freeman, but that's not happening.
Well, that's
Jadarian Price or any one of those guys.
They're coming here.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, for the game, not to go to school.
They're coming. Right. Yeah, it's this is college football. But this is what I say all the time. Like when you look at the teams that are losing guys into the portal, there's generally something dysfunctional in their program, or they're not a good team. If you're losing 20 or 30 guys a year, you're just not. You're not a top end team. The Bamas, the Ohio States, Notre Dame's, the schools in the playoff are not losing 20 or 30 guys. You're losing a couple of guys here and there. Talented, yes, but guys that simply weren't talented enough to play for you. And they're going to go find themselves a place, and they're going to and play. I'll take your guy, Jaden Jackson, who went to center. He went to Bentonville West, went down to Ole Miss, kind of got lost in that rotation down there. And Jaden was He was a 3-star consensus. I think he was a 4-star in some services. Hell of a receiver, but he just got kind of lost in that mess down there. Goes to Kansas State, has a nice career. Got to play at Kansas State. Played a lot at Kansas State, and that's what you're looking for. You wish him well. Good luck to you. Angeli again. You'll never hear me say a bad word about him.
No, if they leave, we hate them, and if they stay, we love them for their loyalty.
No. You have to look at the bigger picture.
No.
You have to look at the big picture.
No, I'm looking at the smaller picture.
And you have to look at the big picture. For a guy who's your third-team quarterback, probably wouldn't have made a difference for Notre Dame this year anyway. Minchie and C.J. Carr are significantly better based on the spring game, and Angeli would have been a clipboard holder. He's better than that. He's a guy who can play somewhere. Is it a group of 4? Is it a MAC school? Whatever. He can play somewhere. I'll bet you dollars and donuts he ends up at Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio. Okay.
Now, here comes Hogwild saying Angeli to Tennessee. If Josh Heupel wants a guy that's not going to turn the football over, Angeli's your guy. Now, is he going to go throw for 4,000 yards? Probably not. He's a dink and dunk guy, but he'll get you every now and then. He won't turn it over. You could do a lot worse. If you're a Vol fan, you could do a lot worse than Steve Angeli.
Right.
That's the most we've ever talked about Steve Angeli anywhere.
Yeah, and we're done.
Ever.
Shutting it down.
Move on.
Shutting it down.
JT said, did I say our and us about a football team? You damn right I did. You damn right I did.
So
Yep.
unprofessional.
No, this is deeper.
So unprofessional.
This is deeper. But you can't panic about losing guys in the portal. The ones that you panic about is when your starting quarterback demands $4 million and then packs up and leaves. Those are the ones you worry about.
And I don't know. We've devoted more than enough time to him, but I just want to one more time put into focus what happened here, just to kind of to boil it down to low gravy. All right, he was making 2.5.
Yep.
Or 2.
Yes. To 2.4.
He asked for 4.
Yep.
He was going to make 2 anyway. Now he's making 1.7.
Correct.
Reportedly.
With California taxes, that's 900. That's an actual number.
So you negotiated against yourself and ended up with less money. This is a very interesting approach to business. I don't think they teach this theory over at the Walton School of Business.
It takes an incredibly savvy agent to get you $1.4 million less than you had the year before on a new deal.
While trying to get you more money, you ended up
He
with
actually
less money.
cost you $1.4 million.
I just wanted to follow all that.
Yeah.
The path
And
there.
what was one of the Knoxville TV stations was outside of his house, like watching him pack.
Oh God, that's the worst job.
Yeah, no, somebody really hated their job.
I've done that. I told you about that. I don't know if the audience remembers, but I had to go. I was sent by a former boss. Hey man, Mitch is moving out of the dorm. Go get some video. I don't want to do that. He's a kid. I don't want to go take. Sure enough, I went over there.
Corey from Dallas says you've closed the loop on Nico, to use a corporate phrase.
That is a corporate phrase, yeah. That's also a mental phrase, because if I have an open loop in my brain, it drives me crazy.
Here's another one, and just when we talk about the portal, we live in a different world here than teams like Alabama, the top teams in the sport. Car Chase guy says you can't panic about guys going in the portal. You can panic about who your team is getting out of it. The top teams are flushing out guys that are at the bottom of their roster and replacing them with guys they think can play and can help them. The bottom half of college football is like it's like resurfacing a road. You're just flushing out 20 to 30 guys a year. That's not going to work.
But that right there is completely false. Where the texter said, you panic about who arrives. No, listen, this is how fans are here. It doesn't matter where they come from. They're excited to have him. No one has ever gotten a commitment or a signing, and no fan has ever said, ooh, not him. They've said, great, all right, 9 wins. Like, that's what they say.
Right. Oh, he makes us better.
So that's not true to a certain extent. Nobody ever says, I'm disappointed we signed that person. It's always, this is a guy that's going to big get for us. Here comes 10 wins.
Miserable Jerk in Missouri says when you pay $6,000 for fantasy football camp, you're legally allowed to use the terms us, we, my, and teammates.
Right.
First of all, it was $7,200.
And you got a pep talk from Marcus Freeman.
I didn't get just a pep talk. I got the Herb Brooks, you were made to be a Notre Dame football player talk.
My God.
Wonderful.
Which is what he says to all the people who spent $7,000.
I don't think it's a coincidence that we have Sean Vernon on the show. The Naturals go out and throw a no-hitter. I go to South Bend for fantasy football camp. They go to the national title game. This is not a coincidence. Okay. It's me, not you.
Sure, that's what it is.
That's what I got. Just let me have my moment.
There you go.
Rudy did not get the same speech, Braley.
And he was offside. So that's a whole other thing.
Nate out of the 870 despises people at work calling problems opportunities. Yeah, that's stupid. Hey, I got an opportunity for you.
Well, it is an opportunity. It is.
No, it's not. I've been in that.
The other thing about the portal is it creates these odd conflicts of interest. Because if you're an Arkansas fan for the last little while, or certainly last year, this Chad Baker Mazzaro was a pain in the butt. He's the guy from Auburn. He was the instigator. He's always running his mouth on and on and on and on. Well, now he's in the portal. And now if he comes here, you have to pretend to like him for a year.
Why is he coming here? Is
Well,
that a thing?
That's the scuttlebutt out there that it could be possible. It could be possible. Like we were talking about earlier. To quote Adam Schefter, it could be possible that he ends up here, or he may not.
The happy hedge.
That's right.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's very possible the Broncos might win the Super Bowl.
Or they may not.
Or they may not. You don't know. That's why we play the games. That's how you close the loop on that.
That's right.
And that right there makes you an NFL insider, my friend.
Our own NFL insider, Zach Garnes. Dr. reporting that Aaron Rodgers may or may not play next year.
May or may not. Dr. Tyler in Fayetteville, not a doctor, points out if that is the case, he creates a lot of opportunities at work.
Problems?
No, opportunities.
Right.
Opportunity.
Parenthetically, problems with opportunity. So, so now you get this weird thing where you're just, trying to be a basketball fan and all that stuff, and then one of the players you despise from another team. It'd be like a few years ago with Marshall Henderson.
Yeah,
came
we
to your
hated
town.
him. We
You're
hated him.
Oh, I guess we like him now. All right, fine. Well, I mean, we're not. This isn't new to us because we used to all hate Cal.
Right.
Now you got to like Cal
You
because he works there.
double-birded him.
I did.
You double-birded the guy.
Yeah, and he hasn't spoke to me since. So.
Nor will he.
So that worked. Jeffrey says the NFL world is better off without Aaron Rodgers. Well, my world is better off without him. I don't know about the NFL world.
Okay.
But.
I think Sundays, that statement's not true. I think Monday through Saturday, that statement is true. He is a really good quarterback when he is dialed in shape, and ready to play. But it's the other stuff, man. If you're a Super Bowl contender, you don't want him. I would roll the dice. If I were the Steelers, I'd roll the dice with anybody but him. Because he's simply going to come in and tear your locker room apart. That's all he does. That's what he does at this stage of his career. You know who else did this? Brett Favre. With the Willie Woney kind of stuff. I'm big on harmony in the locker room. I think it helps. And a guy like this will simply tear it apart.
I just can't. I can't imagine what the draw is like to want to do this again when you've got you could do anything you want in the world for the rest of your life. You could go travel anywhere. Yeah. You go sit in a cave for 25 years, whatever you want to do. Money is not an object, but there's something about that thing that makes him want to go, maybe I want to do it again.
Well, he's at the end, and you'll never, and I mean, if you've ever worked in a business where you got the rush from your job, you'll never find anything like Sunday in the NFL to replace it,
like
ever.
Here.
Well,
the rush of doing this every day, right?
Well, Bill, how was the rush for you yesterday?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Well, get used to that feeling. That's something that's pervasive. Hey, a lot of opportunities around here. A lot of opportunities.
But you're right, though, that they can't give it up because they're never going to have it again, and it's hard to stop.
You bring up our little thing here. Both of you and I have been out of this for a period of time. You'll never find that juice again until you get back into it. You just don't. And when you're in the middle of it, you don't really realize it. And I know there are other walks of life like this. I can't imagine what a trial lawyer feels like when they get up, they get ready to give the big, opening statement in a big trial.
One hell of a trial lawyer.
Same type of thing. I mean, you'll simply sitting in a cube and watching your body fat increase just isn't. Sorry, that was me. It just isn't for me. It's just not for me. I mean, certain people are not wired that way, and it's why guys will play in Uzbekistan in the it's Uzbekistan with the UBL.
Sure, yes.
They'll play in that till they're 50 if they can, because you're simply not going to be able to replicate it. You can't do it.
Is that really a thing? Or are you just making this up?
No, I'm dead serious.
Uzbekistan's basketball?
a country. It's actually a country. No,
I'm aware of that.
I've talked to a lot of former athletes, and they'll tell you the same thing. Like, you have to find, especially in those years when you first get out, you have to find that thing that you can lock onto, because you'll never duplicate running out of a tunnel or getting introduced before a game starts. You'll never replicate it.
Uzbekistan, it's one of those leagues where they have ashtrays under the goals.
Yeah, right? I mean, the players are lighting up on the bench
right, of course,
during a timeout. There, forget the water. Yeah, of course.
Go in. Hold on.
Can I finish this? Do you mind?
Right,
even the refs are smoking.
UBL coming soon to ESPN Arkansas.
Here you go. There's a great text out of the 479. One of my first graders said they want to do a sports radio show when they get older. What advice would you give them? Don't. Get a real job. Be a doctor. Be a lawyer. Be a thinker.
Yeah,
don't be a
don't.
stinker.
No,
That's
that's right.
Apollo Creed.
Words to live by.
Don't be a thinker.
Words to live by from Zach Arns. All right. We'll be back with more thinking and not stinking here on the program. Get in touch with us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Let me tell you about Roback, the brand that is redefining comfort. The best hoodies and joggers and polos and performance tees. Roback is about best fit and best feel. The fabric quality is everything with Roback. Everything they make is buttery, soft, stretchy in all the right ways, and just ridiculously comfortable. The Roback hoodie is tremendous. Sprint joggers as well. You're going to love those. All you have to do is go to roback.com, R-H-O-B-A-C-K, roback.com, and use code RUSH25 at checkout for 20% off your first order through the end of the week. Roback.com, RHOBACK.com, 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more when you use the code RUSH25. That's RUSH, the number 25 at roback.com this week.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know what I'm not doing. I'm not going in the office.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sacalé, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget. Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level. And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story. Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just back classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Thanks for watching us.
at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions, a very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbIrdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's not a sports show. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
This here news is brought to you by the Good Chair. There was nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Errol Man that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. Robert, I am sorry. I forgot to call you back. I will do so. My bad. We got baseball tonight out at Baum. Texas A&M's in town for 3-game set. Aggies 21-15 on the air, 6-9 in the league. First pitch tonight is just after 7. We're on the air at 6:30 with the Dugout Show on selected ESPN Arkansas stations. Your station be selected. Tomorrow they're going to play 2. First game is at 2:05. We're on the air at 1:30.
Remember, at 2 o'clock, it's a Saturday ticket, and at whatever the second game is, it's a Friday ticket.
Yes, if you are have a
for reasons that are not clear to anyone.
If you have a ticket to listen on Saturday, you can listen to the first game. You can't listen to the second game. When ordering delivery by percentage, what are the chances your delivery driver has at least peeked at your food? 44% of you say more than 50%. Tie between less than 50% and exactly 50%. Which of the following best describes you? Think before I speak. Tweet before I think. 68.7% of you said think before I speak. And boys, when using a public restroom, do you avoid the low urinal? 71.7% of you said yes. Ruscin attack
because of the backsplash,
according to Phil.
Right.
Again, I'm not lying.
No. You're not wrong. But this is an emergency.
You can't have to go that bad where you can't wait another 20 seconds.
Well, I've been there.
I don't know.
I've been there.
I've been in there where,
Well,
depressing matter.
Yeah, there's sometimes, you got to go. And if the low urinal is available, that's where we're going.
Right.
The low urinals for children, and there's
that's the whole reason
I'm
it's there.
just going to leave it at that. Backsplash and for kids.
Now, if you're ever at a kids concert or whatever at school, and you go in there, they got the really low.
Yeah,
like in the floor almost urinal.
Yeah.
That one you can't use.
Dirty Drawers. Now he messed himself twice last week. Says it is possible you cannot wait 20 seconds.
Well, coming from him, I understand, but for the rest of us,
how's that going, Dirty Drawers?
Yeah.
Is your wife in trouble for telling us?
No,
that piece of
apparently,
information?
she was checking his material yesterday, the stuff he was sending in. He was screenshotting it, getting her approval, and sending it in.
Proofreading.
Yeah, he's got an editor now.
So she's producing his stuff.
Correct.
Got it. All right. Excellent.
Now, Abner likes the urinals to go all the way to the floor. This is next level urinaling. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the one that goes all the way to the floor.
They don't do that much anymore.
I'd also like to say that a couple of our elementary schools around here have footprints where you put your feet. Very helpful. It may prevent some of the backsplash that Bill is experiencing.
Maybe they would.
Just the floor level urinal is elite.
it's not elite. It's a shower. A stand-up shower is all it is.
I'm just saying, like it prevents the things that you are worried about.
And it's and everybody gets confused at Bud Walton Arena. That circular thing is the sink, not the urinal.
Bill, what are
the urinals are on the wall.
Dr. K wants to know what your thoughts are on the trough.
Well, it's an efficient form of urination removal, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan, but I understand why stadiums have them.
Do you prefer a divider between urinals or no?
Yes.
Or are we free spacing?
Well, I could care less.
Okay. All right.
I love the partition.
Great question. Great statement here from a BE, and this is addressed to Bill. There was only one perfect poll. 100%. It was we did a worst media, and Derek won.
Yeah, but that wasn't on our
no, it wasn't. But
Twitter page.
And we tried to bring that over. And
I won 100-0.
You did.
Proudest moment of my career.
Yep.
Well, one of them.
Yeah. Well.
Oh boy.
Now Nate from the 870 is questioning your aim, which he says gives you bigger backsplash.
The aim is just fine. I can hit a target.
Okay. You know what they used to do at you know how Shoji Tabuchi had the fancy bathrooms at his theater with the pool table in there and stuff?
He had a bathroom and a pool table?
Well, they had they had very elaborate bathrooms. And like you'd walk in and there was like this little lounge area and they had a pool table. And then you'd walk around the wall and that's where the facilities were. They had ice in the urinals there. That's high end where I come from. Ice in the urinal. You know what I mean? Pretty good.
Chaz.
What did he say?
Chaz. Chaz. You know what, Chaz? Go take a lap. Go take a lap.
Wood chipper.
Yeah. 2 minutes in the wood chipper.
Right. There it is.
Wow.
Let's see here.
Wow.
Getting very personal on the text line here.
They're getting personal.
Getting very personal.
It's only a second day. Don't scare them off. I don't want to go back in there.
Yeah, you're back. Oh, Lord.
God.
A mess in here. All right. That's what they said when all the backsplash. It's a mess in here.
It's a mess in here. Nobody wants to walk in your puddle.
That's right. Yeah, Razorback. And they also had gold fixtures in the bathrooms at the
really?
Shoji Tabuchi Theater. Yeah, they weren't messing around. Very nice.
Another random urinal note. Do you notice that the companies are all either American or Sloan?
Yeah, American
or
Standard.
Or am I just
it's a monopoly.
Or am I paying too much attention?
It's a monopoly. Okay. I like the ones that give you...
They've got 90% of the market share,
right.
I guess, right?
Right. They're the Apple of urinals.
That's right, yeah. Well, it's the same in elevators. I mean, there's
Otis.
Otis,
that's it.
Other one.
I mean, if you can give me another brand name for Otis.
Schindler or Schindler or whoever.
Is that one?
Yeah, there's another one. That's the one they have over at your football building. Different. It's not Otis.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But yeah, Otis has a lot of the...
slow.
Do you know why this happens? I have to explain this every time. Because every press box elevator is slow. Because you're not going floor.
Right.
You're going floor, gap, floor. That's why they're slow. It's not because they're slow. It's just because there's not a floor every 10 feet. Right?
No.
No?
That thing's just slow.
Whatever. I don't know.
It's just incredibly slow.
Being handed a phone. The top 10 elevator companies.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Otis, ThyssenKrupp.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I've heard of them.
No, you haven't.
I have.
You
Yeah,
have
right, yeah.
not.
Yeah. Yeah.
You thought he was the quarterback.
Hyundai makes elevators?
Hyundai?
Who knew?
Wow, we'll talk to the crane guys about that.
Yeah, can we get an
Can I
elevator?
get a financing on an elevator?
So does Mitsubishi.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
All right. Thank you, Bill.
Wow.
Come get your phone back now. He was handing me a phone.
Well,
I'm like, wait a minute.
We've got to come
Is
up
it
with
for me?
We've got to come up with a better way of passing messages. We're working on that.
I thought I had to take a phone call.
I thought it was over. I thought he was just coming in here and that was going to be it.
He's just going to just knock me out of the chair. Or
yeah,
something?
and then move on.
Can I go home
So
now?
Otis, then what's it? Shine-Cuff?
Sure. Yeah, Dr. Shine Cup.
Dr.
Yes.
Shine-Cuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic.
Oh, that's QC Kinetics.
It is.
Oh, wow. All right.
I don't know.
Can I read this?
Sure. Fire away.
Okay. Oh, Andy says you shouldn't use the short urinals because it's an ADA thing, and it's like using a handicap parking spot.
Look, again, sometimes emergencies dictate action.
Yeah, but the parking spot thing is way worse because it's
absolutely.
There is never a parking emergency. There could be I got to pee emergency, and then you just got to take the first available drain and just go.
But there's no wheelchair stickers in the bathroom, so I don't know if I buy that.
Okay. All right.
It might be true. I just, I need proof.
Okay. What are you doing?
Nothing. I never mind. Go. Go. Sorry, I just got a note, and then it has nothing to do with anything.
All right. Or we could all just wear diapers all day, and then we don't have to worry about anything.
Again, no. Look, we all we start in diapers, we end in diapers. Can we I'd like to elongate that process a little bit. I don't want to be in a diaper anytime soon.
All right. Good.
Oh boy.
I just saw this come in. Hey, Thunder fans, or people pretending to be Thunder fans.
Oh yeah, it's time for the annual bandwagon loading. 2x2.
Game 1 over in OKC Sunday afternoon on ABC. It's a noon start.
Okay.
Noon Central start. Game 2 Tuesday, and then Thursday Game 3 in wherever they're playing, and Game 4 will be Saturday. So there you go. There's a little bit of the schedule. You're a Thunder fan out there, getting ready for the playoffs. Old SGA.
Who are they playing?
It hasn't been determined.
Oh, it hasn't. Okay. Is that ever wins the playoff?
Yeah, tomorrow night. Let's see. The winner of the what do you call it? The winner of the Dallas-Memphis game plays Oklahoma City. It'll be the 8th.
Oh, that's right. Because I heard today that if Memphis wins that game, they forfeit their mid-first round draft pick to the Wizards. If they lose, they get it. Well, so is it better to lose?
Tank it.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think Ja's tanking anything.
But I also read that whenever Dallas's season is over, people are going to dump all the secrets out about what really happened this year behind the scenes.
Why? Why
I
wait?
don't know.
Why do I have to wait to find out all the dirty laundry?
Why wait? Because they're afraid of retribution. That's why.
From whom?
From Nico.
What in the offseason they can still fire you.
I don't know.
And the media, they're not invited to the press conferences anyway.
If they are, they just can't record them.
Yeah. Well,
Are we going to have courtroom drawings of the press conferences?
Yes.
They won't let cameras in the courtroom.
Yes.
They won't let cameras in the press conference. Here's our sketch artist rendering of Nico's press availability today. And I put on the wall of promises back here. The Thunder will not make the finals.
I think you're wrong on that. They may not win it, but I think they're getting there.
I don't think they're getting out of the West.
Bill, you're a Western Conference NBA guy. Your Nuggies?
My Nugs. Denver Nuggets. They're gonna hammer the Clippers. This is gonna be funny.
Okay.
I hate the Clippers.
He's very anti James Harden.
Well,
and I don't know why.
Already. Well,
compiler.
No, he's not a compiler. He's one of the most efficient players in the league.
Never won anything.
No, there are a lot of guys that haven't won anything.
Well, I don't like them either.
Okay. Right.
What happened, Bill, with 3 games to go and they fired the coach? What happened there?
Oh, they wanted to fire him the season they won the championship.
Oh,
but they won the championship.
One of those deals.
Yeah.
So is this like a new NBA trend that we're firing guys with 10 games
no,
left?
But
it's
also a crunky thing
Oh, okay.
Because
Right. 'Cause he's
Kroenke's
crazy.
Well, they win all these championships and then everybody gets fired. So Bednar, and I'm surprised McVay still has a job after the Rams won.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a Kroenke thing. When you win, then you're on the clock.
Maybe to counter that is why McVay flirts with going to do TV every offseason.
Probably.
Well, we can't let him walk away. We have to, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So so it's the equivalent. If you're a college football fan, what the Nuggets did is the equivalent of what LSU did. Orgeron wins the title, and then like half a year later, you fire him. That's it.
Well,
they wanted to fire him anyway.
His next year also sucked. he was really what time and what door? What time, what door? Just make sure the checklist. He didn't care.
Bob and Branson says SGA reminds him of a young Jordan.
Bob.
Michael
Stop.
Jordan?
Yeah, maybe like James Jordan or John Jordan or Jimmy Jordan, but not Michael Jordan.
Jeffrey Jordan?
SGA is a fine player. He is a really good player. Let's slow down. Okay? Slow down. Please. That's the guy.
He's got 6 to go to catch up. All right?
Yeah. Don't lose any of them either.
That's right.
You can't lose.
Got to go 6 for 6.
Please. Just slow down. I understand you're excited. It's the playoffs.
Very excited. The Thunder
Very excited.
are good again. It's
the
very
Thunder
exciting.
are good.
Yeah,
They were the one. What were they? The 1 or the 2 last year? They're right up there this year. Got a chance to go to the finals.
Yep.
But slow your roll. Just slow down. Slow. Easy. Now,
Take it
LeBron, compiler. LeBron's a compiler.
All right. It's 22 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin.
A lot of NBA there. I love the NBA.
Well, it's playoff time.
I know
This
it
is when it's interesting.
Yeah, this is when they try.
That's right.
I mean, you're not getting when the Mavericks and the Kings get together on a Tuesday night in October. You're getting minimum effort. Now they meet on a Wednesday in the middle of April. We got something different.
Thunder game 1 getting the noon start time on a Sunday on ABC. It's pretty good. All right, the Clay Maxey Auto Group is here to maximize your drive at every step of the car ownership experience. From the personalized car buying experience with competitive, transparent pricing, reliable and consistent repairs from factory-trained technicians, they go beyond the sale to ensure a seamless, enjoyable, and tailored experience to fit your vehicle needs. Find them in Harrison, Mountain Home, Clinton, or Berryville, or online at ClayMaxeyAutoGroup.com. They'll maximize your drive to Clay Maxey Auto Group. We have so much more to talk about here. We have new college football rules.
Yes.
That we're very excited about, I guess, right?
Lane Kiffin is not.
No, he's not excited
Lane
about
Kiffin is now considering going back to the Raiders. That's how bad things are in college football.
Right. Yes. And we talked about the Aaron Rodgers thing. What else is happening here? I don't know.
Abner is suggesting that we pivot away from sports.
You'd like to do that?
We should close the loop.
I found a Reddit feed on the most polite ways to say "forget you," as CeeLo Green would say.
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
we can do that.
We can do that.
The easiest is your Southern is bless your heart.
Well, that may have made the list.
I hope it did.
May have made
better.
the list. Bum of the week at 5 o'clock today. It's a bum of the week time here tonight. Today at 5 o'clock here on Ruscin and Zach. Stay with us. We'll return.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month. And thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
Dog Party USA has been voted the best boarding and daycare facility since 2007. Located in the heart of Northwest Arkansas, this woman, veteran, and locally owned business has everything your pup needs to have a great time. With 5 acres, indoor and outdoor play areas, an agility yard, and a swimming pool, there's something fun for every size dog. Trained pet care technicians supervise play groups 7 days a week, equipped with the latest air purification technology and cleaning protocols to keep your dog safe. Visit the website at dogpartyusa.com for more information.
Injuries don't wait for an appointment, so why should you? Ozark Orthopedics is here with expert orthopedic care whenever and wherever you need it. Visit Orthopedic Urgent Cares in Bentonville and Fayetteville. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. No appointment necessary. Need immediate care? Download the Hurt app, a 100% free tool connecting you to an orthopedic injury expert anytime, anywhere. Ozark Orthopedics, getting you back to the activities you love. Learn more at ozark-ortho.com.
The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. What comes to mind? Best steaks, best wings, best salads, best sports bar, best all-around restaurant? You're right on every count. Now, picture where you'll take the family for Easter brunch, treat mom on Mother's Day, or celebrate an after-graduation feast. The answer? The All-American Steakhouse in Springdale. Download their app on Google Play or the App Store to order online for pickup or delivery, or use it to book a private meeting room for business or pleasure. Easy, fast, and convenient. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale. Great steaks, great sports.
Mega Millions now has better odds, bigger prizes, and the highest starting jackpot in America. Top prizes start at $50 million and increase rapidly until someone wins. What else is new? How about no more break-even prizes? Win anywhere from 2 to 10 times your bet. And the multiplier? It's no longer an add-on. Mega Millions is always $5 per play, bells and whistles included. Play today in stores or on the go. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. Sterling Bank values their role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make our community stronger each day. They're invested in relationships that go beyond banking. They're your friends and neighbors, and know that when we support each other, the whole community wins. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products that make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit them in Fayetteville, Rogers, or Bentonville. Sterling Bank, local friendly banking made to fit you. Member FDIC.
Happy Thursday. I'm 4029 meteorologist Drake Foley with your Get Ready weather forecast. As you're heading back home from work this afternoon, you're going to see temperatures in those 80s in Northwest Arkansas. A few high 70s out there as well. Overall, a windy and mostly warm end to your day. And as we head overnight, start to see those temperatures stick around in the 60s. Then our chances of severe weather ramps up as we get into Friday afternoon. Could see rain throughout the day. That's your Get Ready weather forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach is streamed to 158 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, we were streamed in Lovejoy, Tennessee. You want to stream it too? It's hitthatline.com. You got one of them Google Play, Alexa, things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Or you can get us on the now running like a North Korean car Hit That Line Now app.
So the rules have changed about in college football?
Yeah, a couple of changes today. Lane Kiffin will not like the injury rule.
Well, so we all know what's been happening, right? Is you look to the sideline and you just fall down. You sit down on the field, and we got to shut the whole game down, and it's an injury thing or whatever. So now what they're going to do is if the ball has been spotted and you go down, you get charged a timeout. Is that right? Is that what I understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're out of timeouts, it's a 5-yard delay game penalty.
But
right?
you know what's going to happen? If somebody's going to be legitimately hurt, there will be a delayed reaction.
Right.
Then what?
Oh, whoops.
Fair.
I don't know. So we call that the Lane Kiffin rule. We also got the Brett Bielema, Shane Beamer rule.
I love this
put
rule.
in. Remember when they had that? I think that game was happening during our show.
It was a bowl game. Yeah,
it was the bowl game.
Yeah.
We were watching it. We're like, what the hell's going on here?
So for those of you on the stream, you see on a kickoff when players will put out the tee.
Yeah. Put their arms out.
Put their arms out. Yeah. And now if you do that, the play is dead.
Right. Yeah, because in that game,
I don't know why they put the tee out in the first place. That makes no sense.
Well, wasn't Bielema's complaint? He thought that the South Carolina guy did that, and then he ran the kickoff back for a little bit, and he was like, "You can't do that." And then they started yelling at each other, and it's like, Bielema was going to sit on him, and I don't know what was going on there. Anyway,
Bielema was going to eat him.
Well, that's right. Something like that. We have changed the terminology on replays.
Why?
It's either upheld or overturned.
Okay.
There's no more stands and confirmed. It's either one or the other.
It's now even more ambiguous.
Yes.
Cool.
Upheld or overturned.
They don't actually have to say they were right or wrong.
Right, because confirmed indicated they were right.
They were right.
Stands indicated we don't know. So they're getting rid of we don't know. They're just going to go with upheld and overturned moving forward. Let's see here.
Miserable Jerk says the injury rule is how the NFL works. Yes, but there aren't 133 entities working to undermine the rules like there are in college football.
Also, that's only in the last 2 minutes of a half in the NFL.
Yeah, and he said that. But there are now that rule is passed, there are 133 schools trying to find a loophole.
And I believe in the NFL, when you're out of timeouts, the first one is a warning. The second one is when you get the 5-yard penalty for injury in the last injury timeout in the last 2 minutes. But that's not what they're going to do here. They're going to start calling timeouts here. So I wonder, why do you think they didn't do? I thought the solution to this was, well, if you go down, you just have to sit out the rest of that drive. Why do you think they didn't do that?
That's
what I would have done.
I don't know.
That's what I would have done. That's the solution that made sense to me. Is because clearly, if you have injured yourself, you're not going to be healed in 45 seconds.
Well, yes, you are magically. Ole Miss has it. Ole Miss has it.
Toradol doesn't work that fast, does it?
Actually, it does.
Oh, no, my bad. Never mind.
Technically, it does. Yeah. Oh boy, you feel good.
That's what I thought they should have done. But this way will be interesting to see if they how this gets manipulated and distorted, and a guy actually is hurt but goes down after they've spotted the ball, which they spot the ball pretty quickly because of these up-tempo teams.
They do.
They do. 32 seconds on the play clock, they're ready. So I don't know. That's not a lot of wiggle room if someone does have an injury and they don't realize it. You better know quick. Better fall down in a hurry. I guess that's what you got to do here. I don't know. And this is for this season. It's upcoming season, 2025.
So stand by and we'll tweak it next year.
Right.
When what's his name? When Kiffin finds the loophole.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's see here. That's a complicated. I don't know how to explain that one to you. Okay. Oh, and they're doing coach to player communications in the FCS.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Still doing hand signals in D2 in our league, the GAC. Still got to signal it in. So there you go.
The way God intended.
That's right. Exactly. And they still got the big cards with the pictures on there that are for show. They don't
exactly right. The way it was done for centuries. So Belichick started videotaping people's signals.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Josefa is actually wanting football so badly that he's enjoying this conversation and he's looking forward to the draft 1 week from tonight here on ESPN Radio.
We will have it
1 week from tonight.
1 week from tonight. The NFL
that's good. Josefa, you mean that UFL isn't scratching that itch for you?
No, it is not. It's terrible. It's glorified Division 18 football. It's bad.
If you love kicking, it's great.
Yeah. Well, that's
no
true.
one scores a touchdown in that league. every time you flip by it, it's like 6-3 or 9-3. I mean, there is no one scores a touchdown in that league.
18-12. And we got a real field goal fest. It's bad.
Even Joe Tess can't make it exciting.
No.
Well, and he could make an ant farm race in your basement exciting, but not this. You can't do it. You love Joe Tess.
Nice guy. Joe Tess is a wonderfully nice man. But
I'm going to get that game. Fowler's getting our game with the Notre Dame brother.
Who?
The Arkansas game this year. That'll be probably primetime ABC. Mm-hmm. And it could be Fowler and Herbie. It might be Joe Tess.
Here you go, game day fans. You may actually get game day when they roll in.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a big enough brand coming in. You might get it.
Braley enjoys Joe's work on WWE.
Joe Tessitore is perfect for WWE. But no one should be as excited as he is about a 2-yard run. Mackenzie Melton for 2. Come on. Stop.
Again,
stop it.
He's a very nice
man.
He's
a super nice man.
But his son kicked at Boston College. So whenever there is a field goal kick that is missed, he provides
all the analysis.
Very, very intricate analysis about a plant foot and how many steps and all this stuff that is like, that's great, but he just missed it. Oh. So that's all.
All I need to know is that
why
he missed it.
I
know he missed it.
And I'm out $25 now or whatever on my on the bet.
Unofficial.
Yeah, unofficial. Well, I can bet on football.
Yeah, you can.
I can bet on anything.
Yes, you can.
You're the one with the rules.
That's correct.
They're your rules, not my rules.
Oh, they're their rules. They're not my rules.
Ricky Rowe.
Yeah. That was Mr. Rowe.
Mr. Rowe, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Tess, super nice. I'm sitting here I'm reading a text chain about the greatest quarterbacks in college football history, which is an incredibly stupid argument because you can't do it. There's just too many. Right. Their conclusion was that Cam Newton and Joe Burrow, the two best college quarterbacks of all time.
I don't think so.
No.
You got to put Tebow in
There
there.
was an argument to be made that Tebow's the greatest college football player ever.
He won 2.
Yes, Billy.
What about any one of the Detmer brothers? Coy Detmer had a hell of a career.
He had a very nice career.
Ty Detmer. We're just talking college. Coy and Ty both were fantastic.
I would put neither of them. I'd put Ty Detmer in the top 100.
In there?
No.
Cam Newton had 1 year.
He had 1 year. That's Tebow has not only he has the bona fides.
Yeah. Former Bronco.
He won a playoff game. Won a playoff game. Steelers. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this. And I'm like, we are so planted in this stuff. We are so prisoners of our little world. Matt Leinart is going to be in that list.
No.
Heisman runner-up, Heisman Trophy winner, yet national champion. Bona fides are there. Matt Leinart's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, but he went to USC. So he's out.
And I'm telling you, he's in that group.
He's out. I'm putting it in there. I'm not putting it in.
All right. Fine. Joe Montana, Brady Quinn, Blair Keel, Jimmy Clausen, Ian Book.
Jimmy Clausen.
I love Jimmy Clausen.
Get out of here.
I love Jimmy Clausen.
Stop this. Stop this immediately.
And Braley says, Shador Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're retiring his number. I mean, hey, not nothing.
Yes,
okay, maybe it is nothing.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely nothing.
It is nothing.
Danny Werfel?
Ruscin and Zach. We'll be back.
It's Thursday, April 17th. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Update in 60 seconds. Hundreds of pieces of legislation were passed by state lawmakers in Little Rock this session. 2 acts the governor signed today were sponsored by a local rep from Van Buren and deal with expanded health coverage for women, specifically breast cancer. We're following all the new laws that impact you and your family. We've highlighted several on our website, 4029tv.com, and with our free mobile app. Tonight in Fort Smith, the first in a series of public meetings ahead of a special election on May 13th. This involves proposals to extend and rearrange existing taxes and authorize a bond issue. Weather-wise, a great stretch of spring weather continued today, just a little warm and windy. Unfortunately, the holiday weekend won't be as kind as severe weather chances arrive tomorrow afternoon with plenty of rain expected Saturday and Sunday, too. For all the live, local, late-breaking news that matters to you, plus your Hog Wild Sports Report, join me, Brandon Evans, tonight on 4029.
Now, for a limited time, employee pricing is back at the #1 fifth wheel dealer in Arkansas, Wheels RV. That's right, employee pricing is back, and you pay what our employees pay on a huge selection of select new and used RVs, plus some 2025 models included. You'll find all your favorite brands, such as Grand Design, Brinkley, Forest River, Vibe, Nobo, and Flagstaff. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty on every new RV sold. Employee pricing exclusively at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV, located 5 miles west of I-49 in Tawnytown. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
It's time for the Rath Rod Replacement Sale at Rath Auto Resources. Right now, bring in your old car and get $3,750 above appraised market value for your trade. Take advantage of over $20,000 in recent price reductions on our road-ready certified pre-owned inventory, inspected and reconditioned in our on-site Meineke Car Care Center and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Rath Rod Replacement Sale all this month at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
People.
We are an hour away. The bum of the week.
Oh, bum of the week. Yes. Big time bums.
Here.
Big time bum of the week.
We got some good ones here lined up, ready to go for you here. Bill's first bum of the week.
Yeah, Bill. This has become a tradition unlike any other.
Right.
No, I'm aware, and I've got bums for you.
All right.
Plural.
Multiple
okay.
bum
I'm having a bum fest over here.
The old MBS, multiple bum situation here. In the meantime, what do y'all want to talk about? Baseball tonight.
What the hell did you trade J. Buhner for?
Big one tonight out at the ballpark, Arkansas and Texas A&M. Game 1 of the series. Anything else? Portal?
Nothing.
Football, basketball,
all
all
of it. Not allowed to talk about Steve Angeli, so there's been no portal news of note.
What do you want to discuss? 877-377-6963. The
fight!
The Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Tech. So that's what's going on.
When we this is why I never bring up greatest quarterbacks, because one of you is inevitably going to throw out KJ Jefferson. And now I know we're just throwing names. We're saying names.
You've turned it into playtime. When you do something like that.
Right.
From a legitimate discussion to playtime. That's what you've done. That's adorable. You think that your sports focus is so narrow that the only thing you can think about is it's got to be
KJ Jefferson. It's
open your mind, man. Open your mind.
I mean,
free your mind, and the rest will follow.
And then you go, well, what about Tommy Frazier? Who's Tommy Frazier? He didn't play in the SEC.
Right, stop it. But he played in Nebraska at a time when the SEC wasn't the best league.
Right, and he won back-to-back national titles.
There you go.
Steamrolled Spurrier in Florida. Steamrolled him.
Right, yeah.
Spurrier said, we got to go out and get some men.
He said that?
He did.
That Larry Johnson.
Well, when you get beat 62-20, yeah, you got to go get some men too.
Right. Okay, here we go. Stop everything. Okay. Stop it all. And I want to ask, Big Mike has texted here.
Oh, wait, hold on. Now that deserves a full-fledged intro.
Give me an intro.
Let's see here. Big Mike is texting.
Give me a beat.
We have government news.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Big
you were
Mike says the government can manipulate time and space. You mean they invented the flux capacitor?
Did you make a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Well, if you're going to go.
I mean, if you're going to go, well, it's actually the carbon fiber frame. Okay, so Big Mike, we're going to need more than that. We're going to need more than they can manipulate time.
I also want to ask Big Mike if he thinks that whole Blue Origin thing was fake the other day.
That's another one
because somebody said there was like a video with a door open or something, and it's like not real or something. I don't know. It would explain why they're so defensive about it if it was fake. No, it's real. I'm telling you, it's real. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so we're now able to travel through time.
How about this?
Correct?
How about that for a minute? Let's walk down this avenue. For a minute.
Right.
How out of touch can you be, where you're offended because people are complaining that your rich butt went to space for 11 minutes and spent God knows what kind of money and resources, and you're like, I don't understand what the problem is. You don't see why people are upset about this?
Well, now, hang on.
You went up there and didn't do anything.
Well, no, but the husband paid to shoot his wife into space. Look, every married man would say the same thing. Look, I can shoot my wife into space. There's a chance she ain't coming back.
Not me, Zachary.
Not you, guys. Not you. Of course,
me.
not you. If you can shoot your wife into space with the possibility she's not coming back, you're probably going to take that shot. And Bezos did. I applaud him for his effort.
A for effort.
And he threw a couple other ones in there. Just shoot him into space. Fine.
Big Mike might be on hold, and if we can check on that, see if he's,
that's probably Big Mike.
It might be him because I want to know more about this manipulating time and space.
So we'll wait for Bill to talk to Big Mike, get him with his own music.
It might not be him.
It might not. I'm willing to bet it's Big Mike.
All right.
So Bill has done efforting. Bill has done efforting Big Mike. Here we go.
Big Mike, they can manipulate time and space.
Are we doing this in a DeLorean or what?
I don't know. One of their minor officials yesterday announced that. Some guy nobody paid, or day before yesterday. Nobody paid much attention to it. And then today, it got on some actual news stuff. And that makes the MH370, you watch the video of it disappearing taken from a satellite or whatever. That
So
makes
you're
it
saying that the
seem real.
MH370 flight disappeared in time and it's going to like pop back up at some point? They made a movie or TV show out of this.
All I know is that somebody got a video out of it disappearing.
Huh.
And
Did it hit 88 miles an hour, and that's what happened? Wind up an old man Peabody's barn.
We can manipulate that. He's this minor official. I don't know what he is. Said that, and then Trump the other day said something about we have these really fantastic or god awful weapons or whatever he said. And then if you have that, you can make a wormhole. You don't have to fly a bomb there. You can just throw it through the wormhole and set it off. That's what the kind of weapon they're talking about.
Does this have like a practical purpose? Like, can we like go back and like in a football game, can we go back and replay something if we screw it up?
Well, can I go back and cure my wife's cancer with the stuff I know about now? That'd be wonderful.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
But yeah, I don't know if they're talking about time travel actually.
Oh, okay.
There's a way.
It's not as sexy when you can't time travel.
Yeah, people love time travel. It's very popular. Big Mike, is the Blue Origin thing the other day fake?
I have no damn clue. I think it's real.
Okay.
They didn't go that high. I think they were making sure. I don't know if they had really a competent pilot on board. If it went, if it went very high.
No, they just shot him straight up and let him fall back down.
Yeah, I know. If you go up very high, you're going to start going around, and somebody has. If they lose contact with the ground, they have to be able to fly that thing.
Of course.
I don't even think that was capable of maneuvering.
They'd have somebody to give them directions, right? Am I right?
A really high. I think that was a really high balloon trip.
That's what it was. Yeah. Like when that guy from Red Bull jumped out of that.
Well, no, that was different. Plummeting back to Earth at like 120 feet per second. That's fast.
Oh, he broke the speed of sound.
Yeah, that's tough.
There's the chicken. I heard the chicken.
Is somebody going to eat that thing, or are we just going to let it continue to do this?
Oh, no one's going to eat it. It'll when it dies, Elliot.
Okay. All right. So which agency of the government would time travel fall under?
I don't know. It's probably crap.
Defense.
DARPA and and all that. Probably somebody like that. And the people over there, whoever's running Area 51 and whoever's doing that. That's what. See, they probably got that from aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yep. It's an alien technology.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, we can't make that jump. The aliens provided the gap, like frog DNA.
Well, that guy also said they slowed down technological advances in the 70s for everybody else, just so the government can get ahead of everybody else with this crap, because they didn't want nobody else figuring it out first.
So the drugs are what slowed us down. Got it. And now, will this spawn like a new agency, like the Time Force? Like you got to have somebody that regulates this thing on a daily basis, right?
I'll probably create a new office.
Yep. Yeah.
Time Force. I don't do Trump very well.
Okay. All right.
I do Jackie better than I do Trump. That's a woman, so I don't know how to. But I can't do her right now either. I just woke up a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, actually, there's something else happened this week. Former Congressman Weldon come on Tucker's show and said that we did 9/11, basically, that the government did it.
Okay, well
that's been floating around for years.
Yeah, well, we never had one of the congressmen come out and say that he was on the committee. And as soon as he started disagreeing with the official version, well, suddenly the FBI shows up at his daughter's house and he gets primaried and unelected.
Yeah, that happens.
Very interesting.
They're funny about that stuff.
All right.
I don't know.
None of us know.
Now, there's also, I don't tell y'all this one yet. Now, you see how the building collapsed, and as this fireman once said, the fireman who was standing there like the day after goes, he couldn't, there's 110 floors of building here all at ground level. which it should have been a gigantic pile, and it wasn't a gigantic pile. Then you have that woman who says that she's got every material science degree in the world. It says there was an energy weapon inside the building that made it basically disintegrate. That's the reason you just end up with, not that much. It should have been a lot more.
Okay.
In fact, a physicist said that building would not collapse all the way to the ground. It would stop about the 30th floor once everything piled up so much. And then the Congress, he also was the only person I ever heard to say he heard the battalion fire chief, who was in one of the buildings. He got up there. He said, "We'll have this fire out in a little bit. We don't need any more help." And then the building collapsed 1 minute later.
Okay.
That kind of gives y'all enough of that crap today. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Big Mike. All right. We will not be putting that in the podcast. Got it.
I am rethinking my stance on birds as we speak.
That's one of those deals. Bill, you got to watch out. Every time Zach will follow up one too many times, and then we can't get it back.
No,
we can't get it back.
I didn't. I let it go. No, but the follow up. I don't know. Bill, you'll be happy to know Colton has texted in, and he recognizes the song as the Geico Caveman song.
Yeah,
he's a young man.
Yeah,
that's good.
And Colton, yeah.
Huh. Best text we've gotten all week.
Yep.
East of the Rockies, you're on the air. Love it. All right. Thank you.
Dirty Drawers wants to know if Big Mike's on the watch list.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike or Big is not his real name. Just saying. Probably not. Probably not the case, sir.
Right. Great question from Second Attorney. What can Bill tell us about what's under the Denver airport?
Well, I mean, none of this is going to the podcast anyway.
Fire away. Is this where the new order takes over, Bill? And do you have a golden pass?
No, but I will say this. Mysteriously, when they built that airport, they were $6 billion or trillion dollars over budget. And they started building it in the wrong spot.
Interesting.
And then they had to move the airport to where it is now. And ever since, when you drive on Pena Boulevard, there is some construction equipment that is always at the original spot. So for all the Denver theories, there might be something to that. Or it was just the biggest screw up of all time.
Bob and Branson with an interesting theory. He's telling you to forget about the birds. Mosquitoes, the real enemy. They take your DNA and just fly away.
And just, and anybody can get that.
Knows what they're doing.
Isn't that, what is that Schrodinger's cat, the most logical explanation?
Well, Schrodinger's cat is a cat in a box, and you don't know whether it's alive or dead, but you assume it's alive.
What's the one where it's the most logical explanation is the
Go ahead.
The explanation?
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor, yes.
That's right.
Yes.
It's probably Occam's razor.
Way past
somebody just screwed up and put it in the wrong spot. That's probably what happened, I think.
Why are we've used some big words. Use big,
a lot of
big
words.
A lot of words
have been said.
Yes, a lot of big words have been used.
Words have been said.
And we
none of this will ever be heard again.
We created a new agency, the Time Force.
Right. From the Water Force and the Land Force. And the Air Force.
Oh, Tyler says Schrodinger's cat it's alive and dead at the same time. It's literally what I said. Go chase a donkey. Go find your donkeys. Worry about your problems. Worry about think local.
What's going on in your barn?
Yeah, really.
Leave us alone.
Andy Mountain Home says, I got 25 minutes left for more sports, please. I don't know.
I got bad news for you, pal.
Yeah, I don't know, Andy.
What do you want?
Did a lot of sports.
What do you think? Okay, Andy, what do you think is the key to a strong Zach Root outing tonight against Texas A&M?
He's got to throw him where Bubba says to throw him.
That's right. That's true.
If Bubba says throw low and outside, throw low and outside.
Right.
Don't throw in the middle.
Right.
Listen to Bubba.
If Bubba says elevate it, and if you leave it low, then that's not good. Bubba knows these things. He's a big leaguer. He knows this stuff.
He hit a home run. He knows.
He hit a home run.
Right. The day we had that conversation with him, and he told us exactly what the count was, what the pitch was. It was off Turk Wendell.
He told us the weather.
I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
There was a light breeze off the lake. Because it was at Wrigley, right? If I remember right.
Be
Maybe
Mountain
wrong
Home
about
says, what's that thing where you hate your dad and you got the hots for your mom? You know, the thing Brian from Ozark has, that's an Oedipus complex. Yeah, right?
You don't want to know the first thing that came to my
We're
mind.
never getting out of this.
I don't want to get fired on day 2.
Oh, we're never getting out of this. I hate it here. All right.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You voluntarily come in here every day.
No, it's not volunteer work. No,
This is
it's
no, I've seen our tax returns. It is volunteer work.
God, and people listen to this.
I know. And they participate. They egg us on. That's the problem. They keep asking questions.
Never getting out of this.
Yeah, we are.
Back. What is it? Bum of the week. Thank you. We're out. Bum of the week at 5 o'clock. Here on Ruscin and Zach. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. Yes. And you can make a little wager on all your favorite sports right there on the Bet Saracen app. They got everything on there right now. We were looking earlier at the Lakers, at their line coming up this weekend in the old playoffs. They got everything on there on the Bet Saracen app. You got to remember that Vegas odds are cool, but you have to be there to legally bet those odds. Oh, yeah. And Arkansas law prevents the big, gross national apps from operating in our state. Arkansas 1.5 tonight on the run line. Anything about that? You have no opinion on that?
No opinion whatsoever on that.
Okay, very good.
No opinion whatsoever.
Go to your app store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
ELE. What does the ELE stand for?
Everybody love everybody.
Everybody love everybody.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sacalé, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, as saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Thanks for watching it.
Important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. A very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just wanted to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month. And thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
Happy Thursday. I'm 4029 meteorologist Drake Foley with your Get Ready weather forecast. As you're heading back home from work this afternoon, you're going to see temperatures in those 80s in Northwest Arkansas. A few high 70s out there as well. Overall, a windy and mostly warm end to your day. And as we head overnight, start to see those temperatures stick around in the 60s. Then our chances of severe weather ramps up as we get into Friday afternoon. Could see rain throughout the day. That's your Get Ready weather forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news brought to you by the Good Chair because there was nowhere to sit. I think I'm joking. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. We got baseball out at Baum tonight. A&M's in town for a 3-game set. That cult. Did they travel for baseball? I have no idea. Do people travel for baseball? Is that a thing?
Parents do.
Okay.
Mostly.
The Aggies are 21-15 on the year, 6-9 in the league. First pitch tonight just after 7. We're on the air at 6:30 with the Dugout Show on selected ESPN Arkansas stations. Tomorrow, 1:30 for the Dugout Show, 2 p.m. for Game 1, and then sometime after that will be Game 2.
We will not be heard at all.
No,
except in Northwest Arkansas.
Except in
Northwest, we will be.
We're NWA only.
Right.
You're
Good, we can talk about the traffic. Make fun of stuff.
Yeah. You're asking at Zach X-Pulse, when ordering delivery, by percentage, what are the chances your delivery driver at least peeked at your food? 43.9% of you said more than 50%. Which of the following best describes you? Think before I speak. Tweet before I think. 69% of you said think before I speak. Fellas, when using a public restroom, do you avoid the low urinal? 69.7% of you said yes. Your Ruscin and Zach X-Polls.
Big Mike claims the Razorbacks have time traveled the third game to take place before the second game tomorrow.
Well, there it is. I mean, if you need proof, there you go.
In a move that makes zero sense to anybody, they're well, it makes sense because they're trying to fudge the attendance numbers, and you can show off that you sold 20,000 tickets if you do it this way. If you just do one game for one ticket for 2 games, you can only show off 10,000.
Oof, I don't know.
So it makes sense when you break it down like that. At least it makes sense to me. I don't know.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I really don't.
What do you care about?
All right. To get back to you on that, I'm kind of in a selfish me phase right now.
Okay.
I really don't care about anything.
All right.
Or anyone. Or any of you.
Is this because you lost today?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, he's very bummed out about
Very
this.
bummed.
No. That's right. Smack Daddy wants to know what channel the game is on tonight.
SEC Network. Linear television, Smack Daddy.
Right.
If you want me to spell linear, I can.
That's right. Yeah. Linear television. 7 o'clock tonight. Very exciting. A couple of lefties.
Yeah.
Duking it out.
Are they crafty?
Well, yeah, they're lefties. They are crafty. Right. Zach Root. Going to go to 6-1 on the year for Arkansas. Look at that. Exciting. Remember, this guy, the Aggies coach in his first year because, what's his name? Left.
Well, he went to Texas.
Yeah. Schlossnick.
Yeah, and they're doing well. Wasn't Texas, now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't Texas A&M baseball at the beginning of the season the number 1 team in the country?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So that's going well.
They're currently not ranked.
No, they're 6-9 in the league.
But
6 games over 500.
But they've won 7 in a row. They're hot right now.
And hey, we know this. We know this in reverse. I mean, you get hot in March and April, and then swoon in May and June.
The June swoon.
The June swoon. You know what happens. You know.
I mean, they've got Wood coming back tomorrow. I presume for the 2 o'clock game, even though that's the third game and not the I don't know. Anyway, it's that's what they're doing. And you got Gackle coming out of bullpen. I mean, this is an interesting weekend. You've got a hot team coming in here. You just lost a series, so you're trying to, not do that again.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And you're, tweaking the pitching rotation a little bit. Does that? How do they react to all this? This is the first time baseball's been interesting all year because stuff is like happening. That's not always. I mean, they're not winning 14-2 anymore.
No,
so now
they're not.
I mean, other than the non-con game, but
in
in the SEC, like things are interesting here. They're making a few adjustments. They've got people getting hurt with Sousa going out last weekend. So now it's getting intriguing. Now you get to see what you're made of because as I like to say, it's easy when it's easy. And then it is.
I'd like you to go deeper on that. Could you drill down on that a little bit for me?
Drill down?
Yeah, drill down on that. I'd like to, peel the layers on that.
It's easy when it's easy.
Uh-huh.
When it's easy to play and you're winning everything, then there's no problems in the world. Everything's fine. Everything is A-OK. Peachy keen.
It's easy when it's easy.
It's easy when it's easy.
It is what it is.
It is.
There you go. Right. Exactly.
I hate that phrase, by the way.
I hate that phrase, too. I hate that phrase.
Using that phrase should be a crime. You should go to jail for that.
You can't find out about a team until they go through some stuff. And right now they're going through some
What if
things
you don't
right
go
now.
through stuff until June and then lose to SEMO?
Well, then then you find out what you're made of. That's what you find out right there. That's when you know. Oh, man. All right, here. Okay. So Wood is starting the early game, according to Andy today. Thank you. You're not interested in a 1.5 tomorrow?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
1.5 tonight?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
All right.
I'm all good.
You're not doing that.
No.
Turn this into an Alabama coach situation here. Remember that guy?
Oh, boy. Let me tell you something.
Oh.
Betting from Cincinnati.
Yeah, Big Mike is texting in here what we were talking about earlier, that the third game tickets are what you use for the first game tomorrow.
What happens if you present your second game tickets first, but you have tickets to both?
You know what? Just let everybody.
Just let everybody
love
in.
everybody. Let them all in. They're all Hog fans. Just let them in. Come on. You get the money. They're going to buy stuff when they're in there. It's entrapment. Yeah, come on. Let them all in. Let everybody in. Ollie oxen free. Something like that. Let everybody in.
Hacker.
Decent. Oh. Oh, God. That would be something that they would say
on that show, yes. That is 100% them.
All right, we'll come back here.
Will
I want to tell you the most polite ways to tell someone to forget you, as CeeLo would say.
Bless your heart.
I found a Reddit feed on this, so we'll talk about that. Coming up here, stay with us, Ruscin and Zach.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. Previously on Halftime.
877-377-6963. Give us these three crazy things that happened in sports in 1994. You get a gift certificate to Fish City Grill. Congratulations to Kevin in Fort Smith with the correct answer.
Fish City Friday Trivia presented by Fish City Grill. 2003 Bellevue Road in Rogers. Friendly folks, serious seafood. Listen to Halftime weekdays from 11 to 2, only on ESPN 99.5.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I promise you, they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruskin and Zach Show. Be sure to join Derek and myself Friday, April the 18th from 2 to 6 at the Lewis Automotive Group in Fayetteville. Come by their beautiful new facility located at Exit 65 and I-49. We hear they're offering employee pricing on selected models through April, so you want to take advantage of this tremendous opportunity. It's us, the Ruskin and Zach Show, live at Lewis Automotive Group, Friday, April the 18th from 2 to 6. The Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
ESPN 99.5.
It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back. It's 23 minutes till 5 o'clock here. Ruskin and Zach. Getting you ready.
Big baseball game tonight. Big baseball. College baseball. Metal bats.
God, that was boring.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
My bad.
We are here at Bum of the Week in 23 minutes or so.
I think we have some real contenders for Bum of the Week.
Be a solid one. Send yours in. We want to hear
and it's
yours.
Bill's maiden voyage.
Through
the Bum of the Week thing.
Yeah. All right, the drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
It's an orgy.
I thought what you did. What did you do?
Another player's rung the bell.
Oh.
That means he did his personal
Got in a
best.
little monitor here.
Elf.
Woo
There you
pig.
go. Old Ty.
I keep forgetting there's a camera.
Yeah, you better. I saw it here on my little on the little screen.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, I know that now.
It's,
Good to know.
All eyes are watching us.
But if you got guys banging threes,
I gotta quit yawning in here because people are like, "Oh, Ruskin's starting." I'll yawn because that's what happened. What?
I didn't say anything. Just sitting here, minding my own business. Not doing
Yeah,
anything.
You're minding your own business.
I was minding my own business.
I also thought of something that we can do later in honor of Jim Palmer never eating chicken wings.
Yeah, which Bill doesn't believe.
Well, I don't know.
I tend to believe the jockey man.
Okay. All right.
I mean, any guy that will pose in his underwear, I think
jockey man.
Well, I mean, he just did never eaten chicken wings.
So I found this article about the polite way to tell someone to sleep off or whatever. And there were people on this Reddit thread responding to this. Here's one for you. Instead of flipping off another driver, blow them a kiss.
No, because that doesn't send the right sentiment.
This says it's more infuriating than finger. Or a sarcastic thumbs up.
Look, I'm will. Oh yeah, now that one.
Hey,
mine. I had somebody cut me off the other day, and they pulled in and then stopped right in front of me. So I was like,
"Oh, you gave him the big clap."
I gave him the Orson Welles. They didn't particularly.
That's a basketball thing too now, where you clap in the guy's face, the big clap, and then you get teed up or whatever.
The Orson Welles clap. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. That is.
He was the only one clapping when that woman he was in love with was singing.
That's
she was so bad at it.
She was
that?
terrible.
Yeah,
but he was in there clapping.
He was the clapper.
And later on, he was probably clapping
like Jason Garrett.
Yeah. All right, give me some more.
All right. Have the day you deserve.
Yeah, boy, that's a good one.
That cuts you right
That's a good
to the
one.
bone
Yeah,
right there.
that's a solid one.
Yeah, have the day you deserve. Here's one. If someone is a jerk and sends a long ranting email, replying with one word is the worst. So they give you this big tirade. You go, noted.
Mine, because I am receiving a lot of long ranting emails.
I heard about this.
The thumbs up. Or the okay. That's a really good one.
Right.
You bet. That's another one. It's when somebody sends you, like my ex, whenever she sends me a text, I always respond with "you bet."
Bob likes the thumbs up because it throws them off. Because they see
Right.
a hand moving forward, they expect the finger, and they're getting the thumb. And it's just like, whoa, wait, what?
Now, if you're really feeling it, double thumbs.
Oh, 2 thumbs up. The old Siskel and Ebert. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. Here's one for you. Okay. Bless your heart.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
That is that's like cinnamon. You can put it on anything. It works. It's cheese. Works in every situation. Oh, bless your
Always
heart.
works.
Yeah, because it can mean so many different things, but it's generally negative.
Jeff from Cameron, Oklahoma, writing in now. The vacant stare with a head nod and the word
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty good. Like that. That's a lot to remember, though.
It is.
A thumbs up is simple.
Right. Yeah, that's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Nate says he responds with, sure. Yeah, that's a good one.
Or K.
Yeah.
Just wait right to K.
Yep.
The dismissive K. Sure, buddy is pretty dismissive, too.
When you
Sure,
call
buddy.
somebody buddy or pal,
Yeah.
sure, pal. That's a tough one. You're not coming back from that.
Sure thing, pal.
Oh, yeah, you add the thing as like the modifier.
Right. Ooh, we're diagramming sentences now. All right. Great. I don't know. This one's kind of weird. You've genuinely been wonderful.
No, it's too many words.
Yeah.
It's too many words. It's wasted words. Bill, when somebody disappoints you, what do you give them? I mean,
Well, I've got further proof that AI is never going to take over.
Well, that's good.
Because
Yeah, I like that.
I just did the AI thing, asking the question: get lost,
No,
buzz off,
no,
take a hike,
no.
kiss off.
Well,
See, AI is living in like G-rated, like
Right, it's
Disney
like
World.
84.
That's not,
But
that's not where we live.
I typed it out appropriately.
Yeah.
Beat it, shove it. I mean, nothing really fancy.
no. Sit on it.
Fonzie.
Yeah.
Sit on it, Potsy. Happy days in here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good for us. Hey, we've got another couple of years before AI catches on to.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good to know the machines aren't coming to get us.
Bill and I were looking at the AI earlier today. It's pretty fascinating. We're trying to figure out a way that we could have AI do the show and we don't have to do this.
Yeah, but it's someone to get paid.
Well, yeah, of course. You'd get that. But then you guys, like we give them a couple hours and then the computer can do the rest.
Okay.
What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
Bill, if you could hook that up, that'd be great.
I am working on it.
Okay, this is
It's a work in progress.
Now Colton says he can do that for us.
Do what?
I don't know. He says he can make it work. I don't know.
Okay. You're going to text the direct line. You have to
I need context.
What are you specifically talking about?
Colton,
we got a lot of plates spinning in here, all right?
Colton, what can you do for us? Colton, why are you listening to this?
This isn't like some of our programming. We don't have 2,000 live reads to cram into 4 minutes.
Hey.
We got a lot of plates spinning here, a lot of ins and outs, lots of things happening. You got to be specific. Here's one. I'll pray for you.
No.
All right. That's just a few of the things. The rest of them on the list I don't think are very good. But that's a few things you could try out there if you're maybe trying to cut back on the profanity or the finger flipping out there.
Again,
on
I
the
think
roads.
profanity lowers blood pressure. So
It's been proven.
It's been proven. It's a scientific fact.
Also,
and people who swear are smarter.
Intelligent people, that's true.
Right.
That's
Yes,
also
sir.
true, yes.
Well, I was just you asked, and I thought I'm just sitting here thinking of what I normally say. I hit people with up yours a lot.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Okay.
Up your nose with a rubber hose. That's a Vinny Barbarino.
Vinny Barbarino. Yeah,
Sweat
yeah.
Hogs.
The sweat hog.
The original
Mr. Cotter.
It was Cotter.
Cotter.
Mr. Cotter.
Right.
Freddie Boom Boom Washington. He says you can get AI to do our show, but it may.
Awesome.
But this is the caveat. It may end up doing sports.
Oh well.
Yeah. See,
Give the people what they want.
Hacker says he gives people old sport, like they did in the Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby.
Yes.
Little F. Scott Fitzgerald up in here.
Big Mike, obviously a creature of the night. He says disagree, then block them.
Yeah. Eddie hits them with the church lady. Well, isn't that special?
Yes.
Church chat.
Russell says he has slept through multiple hours of phone calls by randomly saying, makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, like the scene in Wayne's World where they're talking to Harry Shearer, the radio DJs.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's I think people are gonna get cranked. I love that.
Now Jacob has tweeted at us. He says a good thumbs down is always a solid go-to. That's like a single up the middle.
Just you feel like Caesar,
right?
Ooh.
But do you see where Chase is from?
No,
Flipping, Arkansas.
Nice.
How does the Senate vote?
Glad the bleeps in there.
Yeah.
That could have been a problem.
That'd have been really bad.
Never change that. Oh boy.
Now here's another one. Says, yeah, I don't know, man. You keep doing that. See, but you got to be careful. Like when you're in one of those situations, if you use I don't know, man, that could be one of those things that gives them an avenue to continue the conversation.
Right, and you want to shut that avenue down.
You've got to stop it.
Right.
Bless your heart will stop every conversation.
You do not want to continue this discussion. You want to end it. So
Kent says, I can feel for you, but I can't quite reach you. Again, too many
Very
words.
wordy. Very wordy.
Kent, I'm going to need you to bring
That's
that
a
down.
thinker.
Yeah.
That's a thinker.
Now, if you're looking to just make them, give you that German Shepherd nod, okay, you probably got it. But
that's German Shepherd.
You know what I'm talking. I mean, I say the German Shepherd nod. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, or when they cock their head and they're like,
"That's exactly what I'm." Yeah, when the dogs go, "Huh?" Yeah, like when they hear a.
You want me to do what now? Want me to go where? Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, the drive home continuing here, powered by Mr. Sparky on Ruscin and Zach. Oh, High Fat Carnivore hits him with a interesting.
See, but again, you're
condescending.
feigning interest in something that that conversation at that point can continue.
Here's a good one.
Yep.
From the 918. Bet your parents are proud.
Oh man, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Because in Oklahoma, you may have the same parents.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Now Tyler says just a solid. I don't care, and walk away.
Okay. All right.
Tim in Palm Beach, his brother gives him a.
Tim in Palm Beach. I wonder if we're in a minute. Have we?
Oh, no. He texts in daily.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, he's like, I like him. Can we keep Bill?
Yeah. He's a Bill guy. He's very pro Bill.
Team Bill.
Absolutely. Bill, have you thought anything about your name? We got a lot of suggestions yesterday.
Most of them terrible.
Or do you just want to go, most of them were just absolutely awful.
I mean, is there anything wrong with just being Bill?
No?
Okay. Till something better comes along. Let's just stick with my given name.
Here's somebody that says whenever they're having one of those conversations, they just say Ford.
Whoa.
That's a very clueless way of going about things. By the way, the movie was on last night. The exact scene where he goes, Sheriff, get in here. What is that? That's who? Calvin Klein. Great movie.
It
Paul
is.
Rudd still looks the same. Pisses
He does
me off.
look exactly the same.
Pisses me off because we're the same age. Yeah. And I didn't look like that at that age. Nice try. Greg uses that one quite a bit. Nice try. I like Sure Buddy. I'm going to start using that.
You could also use Percy from Green Mile. Well, that's just aces.
Boy.
We're so proud of you.
Now that. I'm so proud of you.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah.
Remember when he's got the mouse doing the tricks in the jail cell?
Good point. The point in text rather 918 says the key to the thing is whatever phrase you use, if it's an in-person conversation, is to say it and walk off.
We just got
the
only so therefore the best comment we've ever gotten on Twitch to this show.
Fire away. For my daughter?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Maybe.
Okay.
What's her?
I have no idea.
Okay. It could be her.
I should know, but I don't.
No, it's not her because it says I had a persistent salesperson one time say, "Don't mistake my politeness as a reason to continue."
You know the one I used or used to use? There was a guy named Herb that I worked with, and he had a sign on his desk.
Herb Tarlick?
No.
Okay.
Herb was he worked in transportation. You could tell. Herb had enough. He was like 45 years old. He looked 70, and he'd had enough with life. But he used to tell people, a lack of preparation on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Yes.
And he would just walk away. And I looked at him, I'm like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
All heroes don't wear capes.
That is
folks.
correct. To use that tomorrow. A lack of preparation on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Right. That's good.
Or Tyler in El Dorado. Why are you listening to this? Whatever you think, bud. Bud's a good one.
Bud, pal.
Yeah.
Sure thing, buddy.
Yes. Sure thing, pal. I mean, all of that works. All of that is outstanding. Now, in private quarters, in your private time, in your private life, you can throw a profanity in there, but I don't recommend it. See, I think in my world, less is more.
Well, in your world, give them nowhere to go.
That is rule number one of public relations. You're having a crisis, you give them nowhere to go. You don't hand them the gas can and a box of matches and go here. You give them nowhere to go. You give them a sure, okay, cool.
The old you can't misquote silence thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Now here's Kyle in Hinesville. He says that sounds like a you problem. Now I use that's a YP, not an MP. It's your problem, not my problem.
Right.
That's straight out of Boogie Nights.
Yes. Jack Horner.
Yeah. Great movie.
Oh man. We've got the bum of the week coming.
Yeah.
I may be changing mine. I just saw.
Really?
I just saw a new remark come in from this Aaron Rodgers thing today that I didn't watch, but I just know the gist of it. And let's throw out all the voting. Let's give Aaron Rodgers the Arthur Ashe Courage Award now. Let's stop the show. Give it to him. He said it's not about the money.
Oh, stop it.
I'll play for $10 million, whatever. Oh, God, what a great sacrifice you're willing to make.
What a humanitarian.
$10 million. Oh, man. How will you get by? $10 million.
Didn't he have a $40 million deal and he played like 8 games? Something like that. Nobody's giving him big
Stop
money.
the voting. We have our winner for this year's Arthur Ashe Courage Award, and it is Aaron Rodgers. There you go. It's over. We figured it out, SB people. We've done it. No more calls, please. Stop the nomination.
Oh,
it's not about the money. I'll just do it for $10 million.
Whenever you say it's not about the money, it's obviously about the money. I mean, it's always about the money.
It's not about the money. You do it. Don't say $10 million. If it's not about the money, say I do it for $100.
Yeah, don't say $10 million.
You're not impressing us here. Yeah. Chris is texting. We're sure Nico didn't say that.
Well,
what a martyr. Yeah,
that's a good word.
Profiles in courage. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, martyr.
Man, wow. Willing to do it for only $10 million. Wow. How brave. So brave. It's like that thing in Hollywood where women go on camera without makeup. Oh, they're so brave.
Oh,
they're so brave.
Tiptoe through this. Tiptoe.
That's what they do.
Tiptoe.
They say that in Hollywood.
Tiptoe.
That's what the suits say in Hollywood when someone goes on camera without makeup. Oh, what a brave performance.
Maybe we should put a pin in this and we'll circle back and maybe pivot out of this.
Hey, you want to go back to the other thing?
No. No, I do not.
All right, then.
Bill, this is where you step in and say, you know what? Each of you go to your corners, and we'll do a standing. We should do that, like in the middle of a show when things get bad. We'll just do like a standing 10 count. So you guys do it in the middle of the lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Will Aaron work for Kraft Coin?
No.
Question.
No. Now, Kraft Coin's tanking today on your local market, your beef and stew markets.
Bravo powered by Mr. Sparky. The bum of the week is coming right up. Send those in. Get those cards and letters coming in here at 877-377.
Megan says we're tabling the discussion.
Yes. The bravery. What courage being displayed here by Aaron Rodgers. Oh, my Lord. Just inspiring is what it is. Very inspiring. We'll be back.
It's Thursday, April 17th. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Update in 60 seconds. Hundreds of pieces of legislation were passed by state lawmakers in Little Rock this session. 2 acts the governor signed today were sponsored by a local rep from Van Buren and deal with expanded health coverage for women, specifically breast cancer. We're following all the new laws that impact you and your family. We've highlighted several on our website, 4029tv.com, and with our free mobile app. Tonight in Fort Smith, the first in a series of public meetings ahead of a special election on May 13th. This involves proposals to extend and rearrange existing taxes and authorize a bond issue. Weather-wise, a great stretch of spring weather continued today, just a little warm and windy. Unfortunately, the holiday weekend won't be as kind as severe weather chances arrive tomorrow afternoon with plenty of rain expected Saturday and Sunday, too. For all the live, local, late-breaking news that matters to you, plus your Hog Wild Sports Report, join me, Brandon Evans, tonight on 4029.
Do you love fireworks? How'd you like to get paid to shoot them? Light up the night and your career with J&M Displays. J&M Displays is hiring part-time fireworks shooters to help shoot shows all across Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. You'll get free training, great daily pay, and a front row seat to the action. There's nothing like hearing the crowd cheer after a show you helped create. Get started today. Visit jnmdisplays.com. Click the Join the Team tab and light up your future with J&M. Make this Easter dinner unforgettable with Richard's Country Meat Market. From Petty Jean hams to fresh lamb, prime rib, and tenderloin, Richard's has everything you need for a feast, including homemade sides like garlic scallop potatoes, mac and cheese, and sweet apple pie. The live crawfish is in, sold by the sack, 30 to 35 pounds. Order by Wednesday for pickup Friday or Saturday. Call 479-443-0000 to place your order. Richard's Country Meat Market, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive in Fayetteville.
Looking for the perfect jewelry to celebrate life's special moments? Welcome to Swift's Jewelry. At Swift's, we specialize in turning your dreams into stunning reality. Whether it's a beautiful custom engagement ring, a unique anniversary gift, or a special piece just for you, our expert jewelers can craft the perfect masterpiece that tells your story. Come visit us in beautiful downtown Fayetteville next to Hugo's Restaurant or at swiftsjewelry.com. Swift's Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers and Griggs Covington in Farmington.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Football's back on Saturday, April 19th as the Hogs host the annual Red and White Spring Game. This annual Red-White game is free for all fans, kicks off at 1 p.m., and is part of an eventful Saturday on the Hill that includes softball hosting Colorado State at 10:30 a.m. and baseball hosting Texas A&M at 4. Following the spring game, Razorback football led by star quarterback Taylon Green and defenseman stalwart Cam Ball will hold a free autograph session for all fans. For more information, visit ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin,
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns,
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Vin DeBona. Thank you for saving that. The problem, I'm so happy about that.
The world is a terrible, terrible place.
We're back. ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app 877-377-6963. Almost forgot. Almost lost my place there.
Plug the hole.
I found it.
There you go. All right, fire away.
I'm back. Do it. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with Benny Malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
And we're glad to bleep, sir.
Yeah. Like good. I'm a good bleeper.
Way to go. I'm so proud of you.
Of course you are.
I have got major drama in my bum of the week. I've got 3 nominees, and I have no idea who I'm going with.
Okay. We could have the people vote.
No.
Okay.
No. We're gonna leave it to chance.
Okay.
All
right. We ready?
I'm ready.
Are we ready?
Let's do this.
All right. Time now for the bum of the week.
You're a bum.
This is the Bum of the Week, powered by Crane Automotive Team.
All right.
We're in now. Bill, you are our guest, and we are your host. Again, blazing saddles. Would you like to go first, second, third? We'll let you choose where you want to hit.
I'll just get mine out of the way.
All right.
I'm going to break the rules, I think, from the jump because I've got a bum collective.
Oh, okay. All right. Excited. All right. Fire away.
That would be the Chancellors and one Dion Lulin Sanders
You're a D1 bum.
for retiring his kid's jersey.
Yeah.
You're a bum.
That was a big early week.
That's just one of the stupidest things I've heard in my entire stupid life.
Yeah, because your kid didn't
do
New York.
anything.
He
Travis
was
didn't do
13,
anything.
13 and what? 13 and 10?
13 and 10 in league play.
Yeah.
I guess the thing, like Joel Klatt, who everybody forgets is Colorado grad,
Right.
was on talking about it, and Cordell Stewart. They had brought on all of these Colorado guys. Colorado's had 50 players better than Shedeur Sanders.
Right.
But somehow their numbers not retired. His still retired.
Good to be the king.
Yeah, it is. So I've had a week trying to figure out who my bum was going to be. It's very, very easy to point and laugh at Nico dad. That's really, really easy.
But you shouldn't do that because this kid plays here.
Right?
We don't want to get in trouble again.
Then the other Nico, Harrison of the Dallas Mavericks.
Right.
You couldn't go wrong there.
Right.
And then there's Jeff. I want to make sure I say this right. Pagliocca. Now you're saying who's Jeff Pagliocca?
I am saying.
I'm gonna let Chance figure out. Hey, buddy. Who is it? It's Jeff Pagliocca. He is my bum of the week. Now you're saying who the hell is Jeff Pagliocca?
Yeah. How did he get such an honor?
Jeff Pagliocca is the general manager of the Chicago Sky. The Chicago Sky had the second pick in the WNBA draft this week. Say exactly so. And they selected Haley Van Lith from TCU. Yes. Haley Van Lith left LSU because Angel Reese is an ass.
Okay.
Well, guess who plays for the Chicago Sky? Angel Reese.
Oh.
So Jeff Pagliocca, without doing any research, drafts poor Haley Van Lith, who looked less than excited about being drafted to Chicago.
Yeah, tell your face.
To go play with Angel Reese. So you just lost your number one pick. She will not be there very long. She left LSU because Angel Reese was so bad, it was affecting her mental health.
Well, we all saw it in that game a couple years ago where the body language and the tension was like palpable.
So, having said all that, Jeff Pagliocca.
You're a bum.
There you go. All right. It's a bum of the week here, buddy, by the Crane Automotive Team.
Du bist ein Bum.
Thank you. It's Sherman.
Bum.
Well, I mean, we talked about Aaron Rodgers a minute ago, but that's too easy. Let's go back to Monday. And Boston Red Sox starter Tanner Houck.
Bumpity bum.
Here's the line. 2 1/3. 12 runs.
Boo, you bum.
11 earned on 10 hits. Currently this season, Tanner Houck, your boy, has an ERA of 9.16.
You're a bum.
Fun fact, he's an honorary Rocky.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome.
Right.
You're a bum.
Now, he sucks. That's the only game. Your Red Sox could have swept those guys.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for this idiot.
Yes, I
So,
know.
Tanner Houck, bum of the week.
You're a bum.
How do you get to stay in long enough to give up 12? That's the mystery right
Well,
there.
you know, I think you can go get him now.
Bum fight!
Round 1. Fight. Finish him. Fatality.
I'm so happy that everybody knows that's Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Jeff Pagliocca, you're a bum.
Right.
God, did you? I'm sure you guys did, but did you see any of the WNBA draft? Haley Van Lith, when they said her name, it was one of those moments where you're having like the best moment of your professional life. You're being drafted in the top 5 in your sport, and then you realize your tormentor plays for the same team.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
felt so bad for her.
Yeah, that's
Just awful.
yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. Hacker and Harrison, bum of the week, Gail King.
You know what?
You're a lazy bum.
I don't understand what everyone's mad about. You don't?
Here we go.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
Car Chase guy says the bum of the week in his world is his barber for using a 2-guard when he said 4.
Bum.
You know who wouldn't do that?
Who?
Melinda.
No,
Fantasy
well, now she would do it to me.
Well, yeah, but to a real customer.
To a customer, no.
To a real customer, she wouldn't do that.
Here's a text out of the 501. Bum of the week is Nico Iamaleva dad. Yeah, because I mean, how can you take $2.4 million in annual salary and turn it into $900?
The only way to do that is at a casino.
Yes.
Or be really bad at negotiating.
Yep.
There's 2 ways to turn $2 million into a lot less than $2 million.
What's that noise? It's a bum alert.
You can do it at the crap table, or you can do it by just being a terrible negotiator.
Yes. Bill, you seem confounded.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm watching you play with your little
You're
little
a bum.
Yeah, your little noise.
Well,
play
that's
over
where it
here.
started. Was she was doing your job. We were arguing, and she just yelled at me.
You're a bum.
Yeah, during the show.
During the show, she just like, "You're a bum," and that's where this started.
Out of the mouths of children and whatnot. That's how it all starts.
Bumpity bum.
Okay.
Yeah, she thinks she's very funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Let's let me read what
We hold on. We need some dialing music for that one.
Okay.
Boy, oh
Okay.
boy. Hang
I'm gonna
tight.
read this.
That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, go ahead.
We've got a text here from Drew. His bum of the week is the client he took to lunch who ate catfish covered in yellow mustard.
What? Okay, first of all, you don't eat yellow mustard with catfish, you hee-haw. Golly.
How do you even get that idea in your head to do such a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know that. Wow. Dirty drawers, thank you. All right. Don't be reading that. Graham and Prairie Grove. Bum of the week. Jeff Bezos.
Got his wife into space.
I believe he makes $8 million a minute. I think I saw that, or an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Who's the bum now? It's another $8 million in the till. For old Jeff Bezos.
I like that efforting music. That's fun.
It is good.
I do
efforting
like
music,
that.
Right?
I like that a lot.
Right.
I like that one a lot.
Steve from Bentonville. My bum of the week is the guy I just passed on an intersection holding up a sign that says, "I bet you can't hit me with a quarter."
Boo, you bum.
They're getting creative out there. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You have to keep reinventing the genre. You cannot be on your street corner as a roadside entrepreneur then get into a Lexus. You just can't do it. Am I right?
Roadside entrepreneur.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
we had a whole discussion about whether bum was offensive. So the alternative phrase that we came up with was roadside entrepreneur.
Gotcha.
It's a corporate lawyer approved and all that.
Yeah, we can't get in trouble by calling them an entrepreneur.
Buzzword.
So second chair approved this?
Yes.
Synergy, all those things.
Their latest preneur is over here by the Wendy's.
What happened?
In Springdale.
They circled back and said, yeah, you can call them roadside entrepreneurs.
Well, they drilled down on it during a meeting. They tabled it and then pinned it, and they came back to it.
Let me holler at you. What does it say? What does he say?
Which one?
The voice. When you're going to call, instead of saying call someone, you say the dumb thing.
Oh, we'll take this offline.
Take this offline.
Yeah, we'll take this offline.
It's offline. I'm going to take you offline.
Now, here is somebody who says his bum of the week is the roadside entrepreneur with a sign that says, need money for rolling papers.
Well, they're being honest.
They're being honest. I mean, look, transparency is what we're after in this world.
I saw a guy in Florida is like, why lie? I want a beer. That's what his sign said.
And you know what? Go get him a beer.
And someone gave him one, and he chugged it right in the middle of the road. Like we were all at a red light. He just down the thing. People were clapping.
Okay,
and
so
honking their
I've
horns.
misidentified the person who texted that in. That was a woman. Sorry about that. We don't have your name.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am.
That's on me. My bad.
Please send those cards and letters to Zach Arns.
No, do not. You know what? No more sign. No more cards. No more letters. No more packages. No more mystery packages.
Call them at
We get all
602.
kinds of mystery packages. Oh, remember when Stan had the package up front?
Yeah.
We didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It's the least boring. It was the most boring thing ever.
Golf balls.
End tables.
Oh, okay.
Horribly boring. Like all excited. He gets his thing there. He's like, oh, obviously he's got drugs delivered.
The text is from Mrs. Dirty.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
I hope they put that on the mailbox out front. The Dirty Drawers family.
Drawers, yeah.
They live here.
Oh, boy, here we go. Skeeter, that's not nice. Skeeter, we're a house of tie around here.
Hey, Skeeter, how's your baseball team doing up there in Como? Oh, wait, they're terrible. My bad.
This is a test. This is just testing to see if our hit that line email works. The talk and hit that line, or whatever the heck it is. So just test.
How's that going, by the way?
Great idea on paper.
Terrible idea.
That's right.
In execution.
Man.
Missouri's hosting Oklahoma.
Oh,
in
dozens of
SEC.
people will be enthralled with that one.
Yeah.
Now,
Tonight,
is everybody playing tonight on Thursday? Or are we doing?
there are two series that are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Kentucky and Tennessee, and Florida and Mississippi State. But everybody else is playing Thursday through Saturday.
He claims that baseball is a club sport.
Well, at Missouri it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
he can also look you dead in the eye and say, "Well, beat us in football, and then come talk to me."
And I got,
And you got nothing. You got nothing.
I laid down my sword.
You got
at that point.
absolutely nothing.
I lay down my sword. That's right. There you have it.
All right, so we're done with bum of the week.
That's our bum of the week.
Okay.
Brought to you by the Crane Automotive Team.
Love them.
Thank you so much. There it is. We don't have a team. It's a club.
It's a club
Funny.
team.
Good line, actually. If you think about it. I was disappointed that Arkansas didn't make the Frozen Four last weekend. You know, I figured that. would be,
yeah.
they're
Now,
so good at hockey.
Now, Bill, you're a hockey guy. The Frozen Four. That's University of Denver's a really good team. Did they make it?
Yeah, they
were-
lost. They lost to one of those directional Michigans or whoever it was that won it.
Yeah, I think it was Western Michigan.
Western Michigan. Wasn't that John Saunders' alma mater? I believe that's
I believe
correct.
you're right. The late John Saunders.
Well, thank you, Derek. I like to believe I'm right all the time.
Bless your heart.
That's right. Sure, buddy.
Okay, and gentlemen, do not say these phrases that we're telling you about to your wife.
No, that's
that
I
would be that would be a situation where I would, when you wake up, you're going to wonder what happened.
I would advise against that. Yes.
Ross wants to go to the walking table races tonight.
Where are those at?
I don't know, Ross. We're going to need more information. Get the mechanized tables.
Yeah, that was what. Yeah, I remember
that was
that.
a fun day.
We were talking about that.
Skeeter pointing out that Missouri gymnastics are currently competing at the national championships and knocking on the door of the Final Four.
I thought it was like Super 8 or something in gymnastics. They don't use Final Four.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
It's not my area of expertise.
Hope everybody's having a good time out there. That's what I
hope everybody has fun.
That's right. Yes.
When's the last time I scored?
Here Here you go. Did you see this is happening here? The steakhouse, 1587 Prime, a Kansas City-based steakhouse being opened by Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
1587
is opening this summer ahead of the NFL season.
Will Jackson Mahomes be there, complaining that he's not getting getting a table right in the window?
He's at the host stand.
Bill, you're good at this stuff. Whatever happened to Jackson Mahomes? He's completely disappeared.
I did not know there was a Jackson Mahomes.
Oh, right. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, he's completely gone.
This is a new restaurant inside the Lowe's Kansas City Hotel. And it says here, fellas, will feature a multi-sensory dining aspects, as well as subtle nods to the players themselves.
Subtle nods to the players? Like having your name on it isn't enough?
I'm gonna steal a matchbook and bring it in.
What subtle nod could you have to the player? Okay, so if you have like photographs, that's one thing. But there's no food.
Well, listen, it'll be talked about. It's a 2-story, 10,000 square foot steakhouse, so someone's going to talk about it all the time around here. So
I give it a year. It'll be shut down in a year. First of all, there's really good steakhouses in Kansas City.
You're not putting 1587 Prime in
I'm
that
just
list?
saying the people in that town know a good steakhouse, and they will sniff it out if this one is bad.
Yeah. Okay. They won't look past it just because of the owners?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, look, love their Chiefs, but they're not falling for this.
What do you think a ribeye is going to run you in there? 80, 90 bucks?
90?
What do you think?
What's the most you ever paid for a steak?
Me?
Yeah. Bill?
I
50 or 60, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
That's
it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
120.
At the double-decker place now.
120 is what I paid.
120?
Yeah.
Did the guy butcher it right in front of you, or?
Well, it was an experience because he came to your table, like they cooked it, and like they cooked it, and they brought it to you, and then they cut it for you.
Right.
And it was good. Don't get me wrong, but I would never pay 120 again.
No.
Were there any nods to professional athletes at your experience?
Not that I'm aware of.
Was it a multi-sensory dining experience? No.
No, but they did make a good old fashioned.
We went one of the times our big boss Bruce was in town. We got to go up to the place up there at the landing where you pick your own knife.
Yeah.
You know that place?
Yeah.
The steakhouse where you pick your own knife. If you go there enough times, they will keep a knife with your name on it there. That is your knife.
Rob from Bentonville says a subtle nod is a 6-foot fathead of Kelce.
That's a subtle nod. I don't think you can have fat heads in a fine steakhouse.
Well, you can. It's a subtle nod.
As you like to say, this isn't a tractor pull. You know,
that's correct.
It's a fine dining experience.
Matt
here.
paid $140 for a steak in Fort Worth.
Okay. How was that?
Now, here we go. Kyle in Hinesville raises beef cattle. How many steaks you want? I got this.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
Bring a whole cow in
just
here.
bring
That'll
the
be
cow
good.
in here.
We'll take that.
Scott wants to know if they fed it to you. No, they did not.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't do that. And then another time I went on a work trip, and it was one of those. They had tablecloths, and the guy, like between courses, was like sweeping the crumbs off the table.
That's nice. That's eating right in the neighborhood.
I felt bad in my cargo shorts at a place that fancy.
You are the worst when it comes to this stuff. Bill, he will go to the theater and watch a play in sweatpants and slip-ons.
Not sweatpants. That's not right. Jeans and my Skechers shoes.
Okay, the last time you went in like those wind pant things.
No. Those are fine pants.
They are not fine pants. So you went to
They're
a
knockoff
a
Lululemon
fancy,
slacks.
First
They're
of all,
fine pants.
wearing cargo shorts around here is one thing. That's the clientele. Going to a fancy steakhouse and wearing cargo shorts? What are you, some sort of a hillbilly? I mean, you were raised in Cersei. You went to a private school. You should know better.
Okay, those two things
You
don't go
redneck?
together.
My God.
The last time I wore shoes with laces? Good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Kramer Prairie Grove. It's a comedy show.
It was a comedy
Yeah.
show. What was it?
Scott the
It was
tortilla.
Back to the Future. It was a musical.
Scott the tortilla guy wants to know if the $120 steak occurred in a school of ballet. That's what we call it. Bill, we call the school of ballet a strip club.
Oh, that's where you get the $4.99 buffet, right?
Oh, absolutely. Man, I'm telling you, some of the ones in Vegas, that's a really good buffet.
Food, you can't tell the difference.
No, it's good and it's cheap. Like for $12, you can eat, and it's dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show.
There you go.
With subtle nods.
With subtle nods to professional athletes. I think James Harden was in there.
My dad paid. Well, they probably hung his jersey like they did at the place in Houston. My dad paid $200 for a porterhouse at a place in Chicago.
I believe that.
Another town that seems to know a lot about the meat packing
Like we've
industry.
gotten a couple of texts about Wagyu. Pronounce it.
Wagyu
beef. It's fine. It's not worth the accelerated price. It's fine. A good porterhouse in Chicago is just as good.
Right. That's true.
Your dad has all the money. $200 for two.
But listen, when he was going to Chicago, he was working then, and he had an expense account. So he didn't actually pay the $200.
So this is a stolen valor situation. Can you claim you paid $200 for a steak if it wasn't your money?
He had to spend so much money on meals a year, or they'd take his money away the next year. So he'd live it up. That's what he had to do.
That's disgusting.
What do you say? All right.
Oh, man.
Talking about
the steaks. Yeah.
Opening this summer.
Right. Yeah, so with a subtle nod to Mahomes. Now, will they have like subtle nods to Mark Andrews? Because they're not winning. They're not even getting to the Super Bowl last year without Mark Andrews.
Can they name things after their other players? Like well,
how many
Chris Jones something
no,
or another?
you don't know. I mean, how many referee fatheads will be in there? Because they got all the calls.
Oh, you want the Cleat Blakeman?
Yeah, him. Put him. I mean, he better be at the front going, "Welcome to 1587."
It's the Bill Vinovich. Whatever.
Yes. All of the white hats in the NFL they should eat free there.
Good for the economy. What can you say?
Bill knows. I mean, Chiefs get all the calls.
Well, yeah, but you do realize you guys doing this, they're just going to come after me.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. See,
because you do see the giant flag behind me.
He's playing 3D chess over here.
See,
that's what's going on.
What's going to happen is they're going to call, and you're going to, and you're the line of defense between them and us. I've done this before. This ain't my first rodeo. And wait till football season starts.
Yeah, and then it really gets it. You hate everybody.
Yo, I hate everybody. As of August 1. August 1, I hate everybody.
But it is no longer ELE at that point. So you hate everybody at that point.
Now, Nate, he's sticking to the $22.99 8-ounce sirloin grilled shrimp at his local steak shack.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right.
They were named the #1 chain restaurant. They passed the Olive Garden.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
A week
the
or two
OG.
ago.
Look, there is no better value in this world than the soup and salad at the OG. With the breadsticks and the whole thing. Oh, do it all the time.
Give you the salad plate when it's ice cold, too, Do that.
Lane from Cave City's texting, very obvious that Zach has never been to Cersei or any of the surrounding areas if he thinks you get taught etiquette.
No. That's right.
He went to
where's our Lions gear, by the way?
It's coming.
Okay, all right.
No, he's coming up here this weekend, so he told me he's bringing me some stuff.
Okay.
So we'll have some Cersei Lions gear in the old studio.
We're a house of the Lions.
That's right.
There you go.
Because Eichenberger won't get me my Springdale chair.
Right,
so hey, I got to pivot.
I thought you had connections.
Well, I did, and he left me on read. So now
is Cal doing a satellite camp at Springdale?
I think so.
Because he's doing one at Bentonville West.
Yeah, I think so.
I saw the whole list come out a few weeks ago, or a week or so ago.
Now Jamie says, "Give him Long John Silver's and the bonus crumbs for my value."
We don't have those up
no,
here
they
anymore. They all closed.
Yeah, they all closed.
Well, the one over here said closed for renovations, and it had a for sale sign in the front yard. So I don't think they were closed for renovation. I think they were just done. But we lost the old Long John Silver. We lost Captain D's up here. We don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Bill doesn't care. He doesn't need food from water, so it doesn't matter to him.
Bill, what's your go-to? You were making you made Korean barbecue last night? Or Korean?
Well, no, it was my take on Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, he's eating Sloppy Joes.
I was making I was going to make Sloppy Joes, and then I thought, you know what? We're going to throw in some sesame and some ginger and make a little Korean Sloppy Joe. It came out really good. I was surprised.
Wow.
Yeah, he's eating good in the neighborhood.
He is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fantastic.
I love having texters called Dirty Drawers and Mrs. Dirty Drawers. When the other shows see that, it's going to feel very bizarre. Yeah,
I would imagine.
That's pretty much what I'm going for.
Can you imagine someone with the gravitas of some of the other people here? They're like, hey, Dirty Drawers just texted in. That's funny. All right. We're going to break here.
Are we?
Well, we are, yes.
God, that was boring.
Thank you. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. 877-377-6963.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Does that mean I'm an old fart?
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, as saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks. Just act classic.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
Thanks for watching.
Bottles for people to try it for themselves.
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Hey
y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Happy Thursday. I'm 4029 meteorologist Drake Foley with your Get Ready weather forecast. As you're heading back home from work this afternoon, you're going to see temperatures in those 80s in northwest Arkansas. A few high 70s out there as well. Overall, a windy and mostly warm end to your day. And as we head overnight, start to see those temperatures stick around in the 60s. Then our chances of severe weather ramps up as we get into Friday afternoon. Could see rain throughout the day. That's your Get Ready weather forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
So far, I'm almost 67. I still got all my opinions.
Good. Yeah. Me too. Bill, you got all yours? Everybody got their appendages today? Sure. Yeah. We're just fine. Whee! The Zeppelin. Whee! I'm Zeppelin! We're back here, 877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We will be at Lewis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram tomorrow, or as they say, CJDR. Yeah, that's
right?
that's a lot of letters for us.
Yeah.
Need you to dumb it down a little bit.
Easier to say Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Now, I'm being told, and I've not laid eyes on this, but I am told that there are race cars in the tower.
Yeah, so the green car,
the Challenger,
they moved it to the top of the tower, and then the 2 floors below that are race cars. And I can't see what's on the bottom floor from the road. I can't see it.
The Dodge Challenger that they have out at Lewis Chrysler is a 1,000 horsepower car.
Is this like a Carvana thing?
Sort of.
Yes.
Yeah. In a way, it's
Okay.
like a car elevator, and
The only one in Arkansas.
absolutely it is.
That's
So
where
yeah, we'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, looking right at them.
Yes. Hopefully, someone will drive one off the showroom floor again.
That'd be
like they
nice.
did the last
I
few
do. I
times
do
we did
like
it.
when we do that.
Yeah, I like when you're like, well, I just want this one right here. Yeah, it's sitting right here.
You'll do. It's like Maxine's 3 a.m.
Bag it up. Let's go.
You'll do. Put a bow on it. Let's go.
Exactly. Precisely.
All right. What else? What else did I miss?
Hey,
today?
well, I got some stuff here.
You want to do the polls first?
Yeah, do
Get
the
that
polls.
out of the way.
Do the polls.
Why? Yeah, go ahead.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Okay. Wait
All
a minute.
right. Yeah.
You
all right.
suggested
Yeah,
I do
know.
it. Then
I
you're
know.
like,
You know
no,
what?
I don't want to.
No, you're right. That's my fault. You're Ruskin and Zach X polls for no particular reason. When ordering delivery by percentage, what are the chances your delivery driver has at the very least peeked at your food? 43.8% of you said more than
just
50.
read the receipt.
Well, I mean, you want to see what's in there, don't you? But that's just me. Which of the following best describes you? Think before I speak. Tweet before I think. 69.1% of you said think before I speak. And fellas, when using a public restroom, you avoid the low urinal. 70.7% of you. Yes. Ruskin and Zach X polls. Go grab ass.
Arturo sent this text in. Great show today, guys. Keep synergetically enhancing those upstream revenue dynamics. We're so happy we can hardly count. Corporate.
That's pretty well played.
That is very good.
I like
Arturo is very good at this.
I like the corporate emails we get from Tommy. What the hell did you do? That's a funny story.
We are not putting Big Mike's call in the podcast?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
All right.
Unless you want the call.
No, I don't like that.
No, did they change over your phone, by the way?
No.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I'll check it on the way out.
Okay.
I was just thinking about this for
The phone?
Yeah, well, Bill got his email address, so
Right.
he's up and running. The phone works. I just didn't know if it was his because we got to get the voicemail set up and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah,
do
that phone is so important. Those office phones that we got. They're so
Yeah, you
important.
need to be careful because what I do is I forward my phone to yours, so that when someone calls, it immediately goes to you.
And I will forward it to 911. And we'll just have some stories to tell.
I think you can only forward it within the company, so just be selective with who you forward it to.
Reminder to all the kids out there:
Yeah,
do not do that.
That would be
is-
bad.
That is not that's not something you should do. Yeah, you know who's in there that we should forward the phone to?
Who's that?
Say it later.
Oh yeah, yes.
Forward it down there. and see how that
Yeah.
goes. A woman in Pennsylvania has been arrested for taking a dump in the beer cave at a Pennsylvania convenience store.
Say what?
The Royal Farms location in Hanover last week, an employee called the police to report that an unknown woman had come in and gone number 2 in the beer cave.
In the beer cave?
Yeah, you know that room where all the cold stuff is with the beer cave at a convenience store?
Yeah. Go on. Finish it up. We're here. You might as well finish.
Cameras recorded the woman arriving at Royal Farms in an SUV. The vehicle registered owner identified as 47-year-old Crystal Goss, and she was the individual driving the car when the offense occurred.
It's always a crystal.
Yeah,
It's always a crystal. Was it with a C or a K?
C.
CHRYS?
RYS.
Oh, C-Y. Okay.
See, the Y makes you think math.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
She was arrested for several crimes, including open lewdness, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct that created a hazardous and physically offensive condition.
Yep.
So we do not know none of the paperwork from the police. At no point did Gauze explain why she used the beer cave as a toilet. But
she's single?
I don't know.
You don't have to be lonely at
asking for a friend.
farmersonly.com.
You want her number?
Yeah, why not?
Get her number like that reporter for the Braves the other night in Toronto. You know? Oof. I don't know.
Oof, I don't know.
There she is.
Straight out of a Tim Hortons. No question in my mind.
Oh. I have a question for her. Can I ask her another question?
You can ask her anything you'd like.
You think a Canadian team is going to win the cup this year?
Oof, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
God, that was boring.
Hockey corner tomorrow here, folks.
Oh, we're doing hockey corner
Tonight's
tomorrow.
the last night of the regular season,
Okay.
and by tomorrow, when we're on the air, we'll get the schedule done for the first round.
Extremely excited about hockey corner. I love a good hockey corner.
It's 3 minutes. You don't have to talk.
You'll hear this horn a lot during the Stanley Cup playoffs. The
Blues
official
play-
horn of the
we
New
do
Jersey
know
Devils.
we do know the Blues play Saturday. We know that much. The rest of it hasn't been
All right, cool.
laid
Still
out
got
yet.
it. All right.
Good. I'm glad we have that.
Yeah, me too.
I heard the draft sound earlier. We're going to need that next week.
We're going to need that next week.
We're
Yeah.
somewhat
Oh, yeah,
prepared
Bill,
here.
we do wall-to-wall draft coverage.
Oh, we love the draft.
We
Great.
love it.
Can't wait.
Right. Right.
Play that hockey crap again.
Oh, you like the hockey crap? Okay, let's see.
That hockey crap.
Yes, that one? Or
That was the original
See
title.
what I can do?
look at you.
You understand my
Look-
power back here?
Look at you.
Oh, you turned it
Oh,
down.
wow.
Oh, wow. We'll have to get the Avs goal horn in there for you or something like that. Yeah, but the playoffs start Saturday.
Nobody's
It's
ever
very
actually
exciting.
heard the Avs goal horn.
They won the cup 2 years ago.
They suck.
Oh, my God.
I hate everybody. Everybody hate everybody. AHA. Everybody hate E. AHEHE. Yeah, there we go.
He's on top of it, folks.
Yeah, you
Let
know,
him cook.
Hey, you're talking to the 1988 Central Region spelling champion right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get that certificate. We can hang it in here.
Freshman in high school, man. They're like, "Can you spell?" Oh, no. You're perfect. I just figured I was going to go in, misspell a word, and get to go home. Damn it. I was there till the end. They gave me a little thing. My mother was so proud.
I bet.
Nah, she
Probably
was.
still has her certificate.
She
somewhere.
does. She actually mailed it to me.
In the mansion. Oh, you have it now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in your papers.
Awesome. Oh boy, here we go. Quentin from Huntsville. Sounds like Crystal loves a good hockey beer cave.
I'd love to know what caused you to what causes
alcohol.
Well, yeah, I guess so. It is the solution and creation of all of life's problems. So yeah, that's true. That's Homer Simpson said that.
Thank you.
All right, I had a T-shirt with that on it once.
Of course you did.
My parents didn't like that.
And Cersei, get out of town.
Right, exactly.
Wow. Well, it wasn't that your parents didn't like it. It's that they knew they would get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, at church, they're going to call her out.
They would be judged.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Right. I would like to volunteer to take this old bird out of her misery.
Great movie.
All right, we'll be back here in a minute. Ruscin and Zach here, ESPN Arkansas. Baseball coming up for some of you at 6:30 tonight.
Yeah.
Arkansas, Texas A&M. Zach Root trying to get back Arkansas.
Doing
back
the
on
Root Hog thing?
Back on the win. We should just for him. Back on the winning side in SEC play after back-to-back losses to Georgia last weekend in controversial fashion. The ump screwed him. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows that.
That's what happens when you lose. It's the ump's ball. We'll be back. Stay with us here on Ruscin and Zach.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. This is the Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
But there's so much to do here in Arkansas, like going to Gaston's or hanging out.
What a segue, man. Them broadcasting lessons I'm paying for are finally paying off.
Gavin said that you could just trade me for half a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah, give me the pickles on that half. The Chick-fil-A sauce will go with it as well.
Weekdays from 9 to 11, only on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com.
It's our 47th anniversary at Burton Pools and Spas. Save on Doughboy pools, up to $12.50 off above ground pools and up to $2,300 off semi-in-ground pools. Doughboy pools are the most durable, with the best warranty and proudly made in the USA. Ready to relax? Hot Springs is the #1 selling hot tub brand, starting at $134 a month. Grab these amazing deals at all 3 Burton Pools and Spas locations. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
You're a bum.
This is the Bum of the Week, powered by Crane Automotive Team.
I'm going in the league. This week's bum for me is Dennis Gates. And the University of Missouri, their fans, they talked an awful lot all season long during their good times and their bad times. They did beat Alabama, but you just lost to Drake.
You know, this happens again. God, we really got to start checking our work here.
Uh-huh.
I have Dennis Gates as my bum of the week also.
Now, for a limited time, employee pricing is back at the #1 fifth wheel dealer in Arkansas, Wheels RV. That's right, employee pricing is back, and you pay what our employees pay on a huge selection of select new and used RVs, plus some 2025 models included. You'll find all your favorite brands, such as Grand Design, Brinkley, Forest River, Vibe, Nobo, and Flagstaff. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty on every new RV sold. Employee pricing exclusively at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV, located 5 miles west of I-49 in Tawnytown. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Ready to transform your backyard? At Gallardo Custom Builds, we specialize in custom pools, patios, and retaining walls that perfectly fit your style. As a family-owned business, we're committed to top-quality craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. From design to completion, we're with you every step of the way to bring your dream outdoor space to life. Visit us at our website, GallardoCustomBuilds.com, for your free consultation. Gallardo Custom Builds. Quality you can trust, service you'll love.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at precisiondoornwa.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Get your yard game ready with Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Ego has nearly 200,000 5-star reviews from homeowners like you. Ego delivers the power of gas, but without the noise, fuss, or fumes. Best of all, Ego 56-volt arc lithium batteries are universal, so they fit all 90 tools. Power your yard. Power your tailgate. Power your life. Learn more at egopowerplus.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Be sure to join Derek and myself Friday, April the 18th from 2 to 6 at the Lewis Automotive Group in Fayetteville. Come by their beautiful new facility located at Exit 65 and I-49. We hear they're offering employee pricing on selected models through April, so you want to take advantage of this tremendous opportunity. It's us, the Ruscin and Zach Show, live at Lewis Automotive Group, Friday, April the 18th from 2 to 6. The Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
All right, back. Good to have you with us. 877-377-6963. Text us to call us here and let us know what you're talking about. What's going on? What's going on in your world? How you doing out there? Oh, you don't care? All right. Let's talk to Robert real quick.
Yeah.
You waited through the break. I want to hear. Robert.
Hey, guys. Real quick. Corso decided he showed where he's retiring today. And my thing is, I know he's 66, but can Pat really be that powerful to that show that many years? Because I just don't see it. I know he's funny at times, but just to see that adverse and all that. So I just see what you guys thought.
I don't know. I don't think McAfee's going to do game day for 30 some odd years or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. But he's entertaining. People love that show. I think they'll still love it without a Corso. So.
I thought Shane Gillis was great on there.
Yeah.
Calling Saban Alabama Jones. I mean, that's funny.
Well, you got Nick Saban on there cursing too. That's always a good time,
it's cursing class.
Right. I like that.
I don't know. I've said for years I thought Spurrier would have been a natural successor if he would have done it. Orgeron is out. You need
Les Miles.
It's a cartoon character role, and Corso he did it as well as anybody.
Yep.
The whole headgear pick thing was
Well, you
genius.
can't do that anymore.
No,
No one will do the headgear thing anymore.
Look, I was at the first game day, and it was the Florida State Notre Dame game in '93, and it was not anything close. It was a much more serious, much more buttoned up version of this, but it was wild to see these.
He put a baseball hat on
did.
that day.
He did. And it was right in front of the varsity club, which is, very long hall with, you guys don't know. It had Heisman trophies lining the hallways.
How would we understand that?
Well, you couldn't. It also had, and again, something you would own, national championship trophies in these trophy cases, and Orange Bowls, and Sugar Bowls, and Butkus Awards, and Lombardi Awards, all of these trophies.
Yeah.
It's a very regal scene, as opposed to the zoo that is game day now.
Yeah. All right. Good
Heisman
stuff.
thing too much?
Yeah, a little too much. Time for what we learned now here on Ruscin and Zach. Bill, got one?
Well, I do, and it's actually a little bit of old news. It was 2 weeks ago, but I just found out today.
That's okay. I didn't know Peter Jennings was dead until 25 years after. You're fine. You're well within your window.
Okay. Are you guys aware of who Elliot Marshall McClintock is?
No.
That is Eminem's grandchild.
Oh,
He
okay.
became a grandfather on April 4th.
Oh,
Wow.
Shout out to Eminem.
Slim Shady, the grandpa.
But that doesn't make me feel good.
Wow.
That does not make me feel good at all.
Does that make you feel worse than yesterday when Gerardo turned 60?
Yes,
Okay,
a little bit. Like
Yeah.
Gerardo was an adult when I was in college.
I see. Yeah.
But like Eminem and I are the same age. Ugh. I learned today, even if you took away all of Hank Aaron's 755 home runs, he still had 3,000 hits. 6 more than Wade Boggs.
Wow.
How about that?
Pretty good. It's also Boomer Esiason's birthday today. He's 64. Old Boomer. We mentioned this yesterday for whatever reason, and it just happened to come up here today. Coachella began as a typo.
Did? What was it?
Town in California was founded over a century ago. It was originally going to be Conchilla, after the Spanish word for small white snail shells.
What about chinchilla?
Found in the valley's sandy soil. But the original materials, the printer misspelled Conchilla as Coachella. And so then rather than redo everything, they just, went with it. They just left it alone. Now you know the rest of the story.
Graham Perry Grove thinks he's funny. Have they put the new championship trophy in the case at Notre Dame?
Whoa!
Yeah. There's 11 of them, so I'll need you to be more specific.
Whoa!
Because it's me 11, you 0. 0.
Do that again. Say it's
0.
Another development here.
Yeah.
Carter Knox, for the Razorbacks.
Okay. Yep, know him.
Is, according to the school, going through the draft process, but remaining college eligible.
Okay, yeah, he'll be back.
So he will be testing the waters.
He's waiting for feedback from the NBA.
Yes.
He'll be back.
Feedback.
That's a nothing. We don't have to worry about that.
Well, I just thought I'd pass it along. That's what's happening there. So there you have it. All right. Baseball coming up tonight.
Yeah,
People are excited about that. I bet Razorbacks are back in town. Wind blowing in. That's going to be interesting. They're like 40 miles an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're sure it's blowing in?
Yep. Out of the south, right field, straight in.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, going to be a line drive kind of night.
Yep. Glue that toupee down extra.
Yeah, if you're wearing a system, you want to make sure you got extra glue on that.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to be is like old Diesel Head. Things just blowing straight
You
up
don't
in the
want
air.
that.
No, you don't want to be Diesel Head.
No.
Oh.
That's right. SEC Network for TV tonight.
Who's got the game?
Lo Galindo and somebody. Todd Walker, maybe? I don't know. One of these people.
Oh, Todd Walker.
No, it's Greg Olson. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to say, Todd Walker loves Arkansas.
Todd Walker hates Arkansas.
Yes, he does, but he wasn't wrong.
That one time? No, he wasn't wrong. He hated him. Oh, does he hate him? So that's coming up for some of you, and then 2 games tomorrow. So some of you we won't talk to tomorrow. That's sad for you.
I think we'll have 6 people here.
You, me, Bill. We'll be here.
Yeah.
We'll be here.